Bill Cosby.
We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Done.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Low-Down.
No, fucking intro. Like intro, whatever. What? Why? What was that like? Look of immediate discomfort that came over you as I clicked. I was like, "That's it." Oh, I thought it was that's it, and you're just like, I could read it all over your face, bro.
I don't know. Like there's like a mental note. You know when your mind kind of has sound cues or visual cues, and my mind's cue was I wait for the song to get to that point where the video actually ends. Where the intro actually
Luke has traditions.
Yeah.
Now he's just dropping shit all over the floor. He doesn't know where he's at. He's confused. 10-second intro got him all suffering.
You didn't play the full intro. Now his fucking life is collapsing. Everything's falling apart.
Oh my god, you guys!
Austin is in a state of emergency.
Listen, I'm just used to consistent structure, and whenever there's deviation from that, it's kind of
I'm good at
weird.
that.
It's kind of weird for me. So that's all. But I'm not trying to blame you for anything, Ham. I also I need to. It's one thing that has even been like mentioned in my previous work that I need to maybe be more accommodating to on the spot changes. So I appreciate it.
Well, I just know that most of the time, and what I've noticed is when our intro is going, nothing's really happening. But once we actually start it and put us on the screen, that's when people are like, "Oh, okay, they're actually doing something."
Yeah.
So I'm just like, let's just cut to the chase.
Let's just cut to the chase.
10-second intro, 10 to 30-second intro. I need to make a new intro for the show, and then bam. Loke is uncomfortable on a regular basis, and we are happy because of it. Great, right? Sounds pretty good.
I guess, Ron, it's hard to relax my shoulder. Ham is trying to go straight into penalties, bro. He doesn't want to play the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, or the fourth quarter. He wants to go straight to overtime, and not even normal overtime. He wants like double overtime, straight in. All right.
Yep.
All right. No protection, no nothing. Just wants to go in raw. Okay.
Yep. 14 Warrior style. Don't matter.
Oh.
We're shooting from everywhere.
Okay. Speaking of shooting from everywhere, Fuzzy Tomato, Ty, Big Mad Mo, Ron Slasher, welcome in everyone. Relax your shoulders, get comfortable, smash the like button. It's the Lowdown on TSWS Gaming. Ham, how you doing? What you been playing?
Oh man, I've been playing Call of Duty beta, which it's been kind of a hit and miss for me. The one thing I can say is it's Call of Duty. I haven't been playing that much Borderlands, surprisingly. I still need to beat the game and finish a ton of stuff on that. Been playing some 2K a little bit, but more or less just working and stuff. I did have some time and got into what is that shit called? You got mining fucking game.
Ooh, Deep Rock. Did you play Deep Rock?
Yes,
Survivor?
some Deep Rock Galactic. Yes. I've been
Thoughts.
playing a little bit of that, and that shit is dangerous. That shit is dangerous, man, because it's like it's good, but it's also like it gives me I don't have time for this vibe.
Yes.
Like, because there is some other games I'm very interested in, and that game is really fun. But it's just like once you die, you're like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Once you actually like, like you don't make it back to the ship or you die or something like that, and then you start all over. At least Vampire Survivors made you feel like we're on drugs for a momentary amount of time. Like, all right, motherfucker, you got 30 minutes of this drug.
Yeah.
But Deep Rock is just like deep drugs, like just like deep not drugs. Good, like it's just not absolutely safe if you're. But like, I feel like if you're a person that knows that you have a lot of other stuff to play or whatnot, you can manage it as long as you give yourself a bedtime.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Hold on. Let me open the Xbox.
I've been pretty good lately at giving myself a bedtime.
Good on you. Especially with the whole job thing and whatever. Speaking of jobs, I have good news. I also have found myself a new job.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've played 3.1 days of Deep Rock Galactic. So 24, 48. Well, that's 72 hours, right?
I mean, you played like 8 hours that first time, like 3 weeks ago. You're in the Discord from like 4:30 to like 10 p.m.
Yeah. And we were just chatting
Midwest
about it the whole time. I was like,
way.
Sure.
Until his bedtime.
and I kept telling Matt and Cozy, yeah, guys, one more game. Like, as soon as I'm done with this specific game, I'm going to bed.
You said one more game. I said I gotta go make dinner. I came back. You were still there, and then you played for like another 3 hours.
Well, see, that's the problem. Is that game? You can say one more game, but then it just keeps going and going. And that's what I was telling you. That's the difference between that and Vampire Survivor. Vampire Survivors is 30 minutes of crack.
And then you stop.
And then you're back to reality and you're just like, all right, I need to go to bed. But with Deep Rock Galactic, it's just like defeat the boss, get back to the ship, defeat the boss, get back to the ship. Collect shit while you're there. Try to because when you drop from the ship, you're trying to stay on that planet as long as you can and mine other stuff as well while the things are killing you. But all of a sudden they'll say a swarm's coming and then the boss will come. Like there's nothing you can do about it. But you're trying to stretch out the time as long as you can, and then once it's time to make it back to the ship. If you make it back to the ship, it feels good because you're like, great, I made it back to the ship. But the problem is the game ain't over then.
Yes.
Then you got to keep going. It's not until you feel like a piece of shit and you lose that you're like, all right, well, why am I fucking doing this anymore? I need to go to bed.
I don't know. For me, it's the opposite. When I lose, I'm like, what did I do wrong? And then
See, that's the part of the developers of Deep Rock. They knew they were either going to deal with a person like me that was like, all right, it's time to go to bed, or they're going to deal with a person like you. They're like, where did I put the needle? Like, like you're still looking for that extra rip. You're trying to get lifted.
Not just that, Ham.
Not just that. It's more.
It's more, dude.
It's more. Okay, I need to hear this.
The way they organize this thing, I swear.
He's gonna blame it on the
thing-
government.
This it's Trump's fault. All right, it is all Trump's fault. This thing, the way it's designed, it speaks to something in my brain. I'll give you an example.
Dopamine.
I just opened it. Not just dopamine, but the way it's organized.
Touch you
Let
to
me
do somewhere
show you.
else too.
Dude, it is grabbing. It's not even touching anymore.
It's grabbing. It's
Yes.
physically assaulting you.
Yes, let me give you an example. Let me give you guys an example,
give
right?
us
So when
an
you open
This is
Deep Rock,
nuts.
when you guys open Deep Rock, right? The first thing you do is main missions, right? You jump on main missions. I kind of fell in love with the escort duty, where you have to escort the truck thing to the other side. The thing is, right? The way it's organized, is there a way for me to project? Let me just project the fucking game. Like, I need to project the game.
So you're playing it now, is what you're saying.
Ham, don't judge me.
Yeah, I'm just
Don't
saying.
fucking
Like,
judge me.
that's already done. Like judging.
Listen.
I'm way past judging.
Listen.
You're playing it while talking about being addicted to it. Like that's
God damn it.
that's pretty tough.
Listen. So when you open the game, right? Actually, hold on. Let me
Not a proud moment. This is nuts.
This is the main menu, right?
Okay.
When you open the game, missions, right? You can already see I've got most of these. When you go to the escort duty, the way they organize these, like just the organization of each sector and gate.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's cool.
Not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but just the way they've decided to organize it, right?
Oh man, you're
It
trying to
speaks to
show me your addiction and make it make sense.
Leave me alone. It's symmetrical,
Look
right?
at the buttons.
Look, it's symmetrical. It's symmetrical. And then the problem is I've already unlocked everything. Before you unlock it, this is all like grayed out. And for me, there's something about, okay, I need to unlock everything, right? But
Oh yeah.
when you get in, when you pick the first sector, what happens is each stage has got these three like objectives. See? So I didn't play these stages.
Talking about it.
What happened?
I said, it looks like you're starting to sweat just talking about it. You're getting
Bro.
really excited.
I'll get the tissue later. So what happens is when you click on this, you can finish this mission. You can finish one mission and not finish the side objectives. And each side objectives gives you more like points to upgrade your gear or your base stats, which we're gonna get to. Point is,
Motherfucker sounds like a pyramid scheme.
it's a mental scheme. It's a mental scheme. So instead of playing, I'm just trying to explain like how you can get lost with this. Instead of playing this one stage and then just being done with it like a normal game, you have to play this one stage, and in this stage you have to complete the dive, easy, but you have to mine 10 meta resource blocks, which is not simple. You have to collect 15 oil shells, which again is not simple. And each one of these stages has these three objectives, which
Vampire
also
Survivors
makes you-
does that too.
which also makes you a stronger, a stronger character in the long term. How does it make you a stronger character in the long term?
Oh my god, this
Also-
man's giving me a full tutorial on this right now.
This is hilarious. Look, because I have autism, and this is
Yeah?
like when I find something that's amazing to me, and
Yes.
you're doing the exact same
Yes,
thing.
I'm doing
You're
the thing.
doing
I'm
you're
doing
doing
the
the
thing.
exact
is what
same
he's saying.
Bro.
He's on the thing.
Bro.
Yeah.
You're doing the exact same shit I do whenever I fixate on one thing.
Boys,
This is what I do.
I'm not done.
You
I'm
said
not
he's
done, boys.
autistic. That's fantastic.
When you get-
We've got a diagnosis
Boys.
on stream. That's great.
Listen, I'm not a doctor, but you're doing the exact shit that I do.
Okay,
So I'm just
that was
saying.
for the stages. That was for the stages. Now we come to the upgrades, boys.
Oh
boys,
man, he
Even-
just ignored all of that and kept going.
Even if you, no, I need to get it out. I need to get it out. I need to get it out my system.
That's
I need
how
to get
that
it out my
works.
system.
You have to,
That
right?
might help me sleep.
Yep.
That might help me sleep. As soon as we end the
Maybe.
podcast, right?
It
If
might,
I express
maybe.
this, that might help me just close the game and go to bed instead
It
of
won't.
being like, you know what, one more run. Point is, we've got the upgrades, right? In the upgrade section, each one of these, there's like 12
He filled
levels
out
for
all of
each.
those things. Look at that. That's
All
full.
of them. All of them. There's no more space, Captain.
Those are
It's
supposed to
done.
be dark around. Like I have like 6 of those things taken care of. This man has every single part done.
Oh man.
This.
I feel like this is the beginning of a crash out.
I didn't crash out. I didn't. No.
Dude,
And then after the upgrades, right? You also have to keep track of the equipment, the gear that you get. Gear.
I see you're
depends
hoarding
on
quite a
which
bit.
Character. Yeah, quite a bit. It depends on which character. So you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna equip everything legendary and then one of these epic upgrades. No, that depends on the character that you want to put in because each character has different advantages and disadvantages. Whether it's a long range character like a scout or hold on. Let me for example, exactly like a long range scout. You've got the gunner that has heavy weapons but is not really long range. Engineer constructs stuff quickly, and driller is awesome for like when you want to mine stuff and your mission, you're actually not looking to complete the stage. You just want to quickly get to like gold or nitro or whatever and then get through. So that's one of the things that's really fucked me up. Another thing is
That's
mastery.
Oh my god, there's just one.
Boys.
Now, how many more we got left?
that was
That was all just one.
I did.
That whole last 10, 15 minutes is just one
I
issue.
did a presentation for show and tell when I was in kindergarten, Luke. I brought in a CD. I forget the name of the CD, but it had the song "Blue." Remember that song? I'm blued.
And
And
if I was green, I would die. If I was
Ex-
green, I would die.
exactly
if I
that.
was green, I would
and
die.
I talked for 7 full minutes about why I like that song. That's exactly what you just did with this.
Yeah, and he's about to go for 14.
So like, I'm just saying. Continue, but I'm just saying.
Matt Ham Sapo has a question, a technical question. Says, I'm about to install an SSD on my desktop PC. Does it need a copper heatsink?
No, you don't need a heatsink on your SSD. Right. In fact, Richie just answered him. You don't need that.
Okay. Jesus, Ty. Listen. When you know what? I'm not a grifter. I actually like video games. I'm not trying to sit here.
Yeah, you
and
like
just,
this video game. You really
look
do.
at search engine optimization stuff and be like, what's going to get us the most clicks? And let's just do that and see if we can, get my green card that way. That's not the focus.
He's been trying to get back to Africa for some time.
Like, boys, I'm looking forward, right? So I haven't finished all the missions, but here with the masteries, I am so excited. Like, I know I have hundreds more hours in this game. I am so excited because I'm going to get every single one of these masteries. All of them. I'm going to get all of them. So far, I've gotten a couple. This one for the Arctech Cryo Guard, but most of them I haven't touched. And we haven't even gotten into class mod masteries or biome masteries. Like the amount of content in this game, just fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. I love it. I love Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. This is not my game of the year.
It
Right?
should be. I
Yeah, it
mean,
probably should be.
you not once have you talked about Metal Gear this way this
Nope.
year.
Or even Expedition 33.
This
That's
should
the
be
truth
a
of
game of the
it.
year. If a game does
Look,
this
you
to
stopped the show
yeah,
and got a diagnosis. Like
Yeah,
that.
Matt's out here diagnosing me.
I'm just saying you did some similar things to what I do.
You have tendencies, Luke.
You have
You got
some
tendencies.
tendencies. That's all I'm saying.
I'm actually excited just talking about this, boys. Just talking
You
about
sure
it.
are.
I'm
You really
You
are.
are, man. You had it running already. That was pretty tough.
usually I don't have games running. That's fair.
You had it running. You're like, nobody even asked you yet what you've been playing. You just went straight into it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
This
Just
dude's
talking
licking
about
his
it.
lips, like for real. It's crazy
Dude,
over here.
I salivated. So I had to like. Anyways, G Maybe says I can't believe Loke is playing a game I'm enjoying too. G Maybe, thank you. Also, fuck you. Expedition 33 is Big Mad Mo's game of the year. You're not on this topic, Matt. What's your game of the year? And then we need to get to the Xbox news.
Oh man, what's my game of the year right now? I gotta look
We're
at
getting
what
close to the end, so this is going to be a frequent question. Just get comfortable with it.
If I can't count Oblivion, which I'm not gonna do because it's a remake, then I'm going to go. Right now, I have it as a toss-up between Chronos and Dying Light. But I'd have to give the
Wow.
edge. I'd have to give the edge to Chronos right now, only because I haven't beat Dying Light. I'm still doing like a ton of things in Dying Light, so I'd probably give it to Chronos at the moment.
Chronos. All right. Ham, game of the year so far.
If I'm being honest, I kind of don't have one yet. But if I have to pick one, I'd probably say Dune Awakening.
Really? Not Expedition 33.
No, I really liked Expedition 33, but it's a game that's outside of my realm of games that I usually like. Like, I'm not really a turn-based guy. I just liked it because it gave like a new flavor to turn-based. It was amazing, right? Like, I feel like the only reason I gave like Elden Ring that game of the year that time was because I didn't really have any other games that I wanted to pick from, and we were kind of at the end of the year, and I was like, oh yeah, that'll work. But for this one, it's just like, I feel like there's been other games that intrigued me more. I just did, like, for Dune Awakening, I didn't have anybody to really play it with. And I got into a part where I want to have other people to play with, and I never really did, so I just kind of dropped the game. But like, that was probably my favorite game that I played this year. Borderlands is up there, and so is Expedition 33. But if I actually just think about, like, man, what would I enjoy if the accessibility was everywhere beyond PC? It would probably be Dune. Like, me and my wife would probably play this shit out of Dune away if it wasn't just on PC. Like once that comes to Xbox, she'll be playing it over on the PC, and I'll probably be playing it over on the Xbox. Or maybe by that time I'll finish making my PC, which I've been just kind of neglecting the shit out of because of moving and everything. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now.
Okay. All right. That's
Yours?
fair.
Deep Rock, Matt said
Expedition-
Chronos.
I'm not
It's
comfortable with Deep Rock. I'm not
it is-
comfortable.
Okay, but it is. But what's
Let
your
me-
other pick?
Okay, so the
What's
reason
the
why I'm
fictitious
not
pick?
comfortable.
Yeah, what's the
Fuck
one that
off.
isn't your game of the year, but you're
Expedition
gonna call it?
33 for me
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
yeah.
I
because of
feel
the
I
people.
feel not just the people, but because
What's your reason, Loke? Not everybody else's.
my reason.
What's
Yep.
Loke's reason?
I
I
just I
haven't
don't want to
really heard
open
you talk
Damn.
about it too much.
I don't want to open the door to a situation or a future where Football Manager is my game of the year for the next 10 years because it
No, Loke.
is
Saying
virality.
no, I know where you're taking it. And you're
Okay.
saying like Call of Duty games that get purchased the most or played the most. I don't want to get stuck into that. No, the way that you just got done describing Deep Rock to Galactic was somebody that almost had a hand in developing it. Like you were
Yeah.
like really excited talking about that. I
I'm
never
not
heard you
done.
talk about Expedition even close to that at all. Like I
haven't
said,
heard
you
him
didn't even
talk
talk
about
about
a game
Metal
like
Gear
that.
like that.
Yeah, but
So-
Metal Gear is rehashing something that's already been
It
done.
is, but like I'm just saying, like that is the game that you were thirsting for this year. Expedition came out and it was marvelous to you. You liked the game, but
Yeah.
this has been week after week after week of you talking about it. And then after weeks of talking about it, you felt the need to describe the game to people that already know what it is.
Don't make me put it back up on the screen because I'm not done.
See,
describing.
and then and that's
Yeah.
your escape right now. Your escape is more of that, and then you're trying to tell me that's not your game of the year. You didn't
No,
say
but
let me put
me-
up Expedition. You said let me put Ernie Broad back on the screen.
I'm telling you, man. I am fucking telling you. This game, it takes me back to like fucking like the Nintendo days of when I was a gamer in Nintendo games. Like just the loop is nuts. The loop.
Like you talked
works
about
for me.
Starfield this way when it first came
Yeah.
out. Like
Oh
you were
my
really
God.
big into Starfield when it first came
Didn't
out.
we have to? Didn't we ban Starfield discussion on
Yes.
TSWS for like 6 months? Because every time someone would like tickle the subject, boom, that's it. Podcast ruined. The next 3 hours we're just talking about Starfield. But let me explain why I don't want to just be like, oh, because I put the most hours in because it's so addictive. It's now my game of the year. And the reason why I'm talking about Football Manager is there's no game that I play that I've ever played actually that I've put in more hours than Football Manager in a calendar year. So what I'm saying is if the metric for game of the year is what have you played the most this year?
No, that's
Look,
not what we're
that's
saying.
your game of the year.
Or at
Okay.
least that's not what I'm saying.
No.
I've never once heard you talk about Football Manager the way you just deep Rock Galactic.
No, but you guys hate Football
Sure.
Manager. I've tried,
Sure.
and you guys fucking stonewalled me, and I was like, all right.
Bro. Okay. All right. Well, next time you want to go into Football Manager, I won't stonewall you. I won't.
Matt, do not provoke me. Do not provoke me, Matt.
I don't think you could passionately do what you just did for Deep Rock Galactic. I don't think you could.
Oh, challenge accepted.
Sure.
Matt, challenge accepted.
Sure. Next
What?
time you
You think
you
I can't do
it,
15
Next-
minutes of Football Manager?
No, I don't.
All right.
I really
Saturday.
don't.
Saturday,
Saturday.
Matt.
Sure,
Saturday.
Saturday.
This guy.
Make sure you
What-
get-
all right,
make sure you
What
get your
times
notes
I
prepared.
can what times I can be 20 minutes late?
You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? And then the chat also starts getting pissed off and all that.
Oh yeah, I
Jackson-
mean,
Jackson
if you
too.
go for 10 minutes, look, we'll just shut you up.
Dude, I can. Big
Mo
Mad
said
Mo's here.
26 is coming to Game Pass.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Big Mad Mo, right? If anyone knows how I can go hard on Football Manager. If you think I went hard on Deep Rock right now,
Doubt you can go hard on football. I have no doubt in my mind. I'm just saying I've never in my life heard you talk about a game the way you just talked about Deep Rock. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, but Ham's right about the whole drug thing, right? It's like a Football Manager is, for lack of a better description, Football Manager is the crack that I know, I'm used to it. Deep Rock is on some new shit, and I'm not used to. I'm like, what? What's that? What's this? What's happening here? What's happening here? But yeah, we need to start. We need to start. Hold
Sure.
on. I saw a member chat here by Raichi, but now for some reason it's gone. Okay, here we go. Raichi celebrates 27 months of membership to TSWS Gaming. Thank you so much for continuing to support TSWS, Raichi. We really do appreciate it. Says, my game of the year is Lego Party.
There
I don't
you
know if
go.
that's a meme. I don't know if that's a meme or if he means it.
Maybe
I don't
not.
know. Yeah. No one's going to say Dynasty Warriors Origins, Raichi. No one's going to say that. Sorry.
I thought
So
that game
X-Man,
was
well,
good. I mean, I
It
never played it.
was, but I wanted
not
it to
the
be
game of the year.
multiplayer, and it wasn't, and it just
It's
made me
not
want to play a little
multiplayer?
less. No, it's not. It's single player.
That's terrible. Hasn't Dynasty Warriors always been multiplayer?
Yeah, but they wanted to focus more on single player combat, so that was their reasoning behind it.
I don't like that. That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So X-Man, welcome in. Says, I ended up liking the Xbox Essentials. It ended up cheaper for me just to buy a game. I like to play, and I got more space on my hard drive right now. All right. Well, welcome in, Sir X-Man.
There you
Smash
go.
the like
That's a good
button.
trade-off.
Yeah, that's fact. Game Pass has you installing a whole bunch of games you ain't gonna play if you're being honest, right? You're not gonna play, but there you are, installing the crap out of them. Big Mad Mo celebrates 25 months of membership on TSWS. Respect. Thank you so much, Big Mad Mo. Says, Expedition 33, honorable mention of Split Fiction.
Ooh, Split
Yeah.
Fiction was fantastic.
Yeah. I remember Ham bloviating about it a lot. Yes, Jax. This year has been awesome. There's some people that will sit there and tell you, oh, gaming is dying or whatever. Gaming's just fine, yo. Gaming's just fine. Navy Shadow, welcome in. Can't forget the people who preached all year about a price hike. Doom posting, there will be a price hike. Act surprised when there's a price hike. Man. Yes. When you put it like that, it's kind of ridiculous. What do I think about the new add-ons for Football Manager 26? Mo, I am a pathetic Football Manager whore. Like I am beyond reproach.
All right. When are we going to move on from your football managers and your
I'm
deep
ridiculous.
rock
Let me just respond to him. Bro,
Sickening.
I love the add-ons, but if I'm being honest, and this is why I'm saying I'm pathetic, and I know it. If I'm being honest, they just had to slap on the new number and say 26, change the skin, update the rosters like they do for Madden or NBA, and I'd be there. You know, I'd
You're
be
sick.
down.
You're
I'm
sick.
disgusting. I know.
You're sick.
I know.
You're sick.
Yeah.
You've been diagnosed with a few different things this stream. Congratulations.
I'm nasty. Because Football Manager, I have no respect, self-respect. I'm just like every single Call of Duty, FIFA, Madden,
Dude.
Candy Crush enjoyer. That's what I am.
I need a quick. I need like 2 minutes.
I
Yeah.
I want to say so Call of Duty. I I played it for a few nights, the beta,
Yeah.
and my takeaway from that is holy shit, dude! I can't wait for Battlefield 6. I really can't. Because I'm not gonna lie to you,
Mm-hmm.
that might be the worst Call of Duty I've ever. I mean, I it's well, I take that back. It might be hard to beat the new Modern Warfare 3 because that was essentially just a DLC that they charged you full price for because they just felt like it, I guess. But like this one, at least that one had the core of Modern Warfare 2 plus the nostalgia of like old maps that they remastered and brought back. This one is just I don't know. I just think it's a down year for Call of Duty. I think it's kind of a down year for Call of Duty, which is like whatever because they'll still sell. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, they'll still sell like 20 million copies probably. So it's like whatever, it doesn't matter. But
Probably.
uh, it feels like a down year for them. And on the opposite side of that, it feels like probably the best year for Battlefield since maybe three.
Mm-hmm.
And that was back in like what, 2011 or something. So yeah, dude, I can't wait. Only 2 more days. 2 more days until Battlefield 6.
2 more days.
Oh, dude,
I'm
and
happy for you, man. Sorry,
and
go ahead.
I've been playing Beat Saber.
Ooh,
Oh,
I hear that one's also
oh,
addictive.
oh, it's great. Dude, I played for like 4 hours yesterday. My arms were literally sore.
Oh yeah, because you had to be like swinging
Yeah,
around.
you're
That's
just
that's
fucking
some
moving
good
your arms.
cardio. That's some
Bro,
good cardio.
it's not bad. And like it's fun. It's fun as shit too.
Yeah.
I remember Ham talking about it when I got my VR headset, and it was like one of the games I never got. But then I got it, and I was like, dude, this is legitimately pretty addictive.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty cool. I just fell off of playing it because all the songs I wanted to do it with pay like they cost,
oh yeah,
and I
That's
just
not
didn't really want to buy. But I know Matt
how
said
much.
something about modding,
How
yeah.
and
much?
but then you can't mess with the difficulty, which
Okay,
is just like all right.
so with the mods, I'll to answer your question, Luke. Songs are like $2 a piece, or you can buy packs that are like a set amount of price. But it's like technically the pack is the better value, but like sometimes you don't care about all the songs in the pack. So um,
Mm.
I get what I definitely get what Ham's saying. They did the same shit, different developer obviously, but they did the same shit for Rocksmith. And then I eventually just started doing custom songs on Rocksmith, and I was like, I'm never buying DLC for that again. But
Because they're that
on
good.
well, just because I can put any song into Rocksmith versus the DLC, you gotta pay, and you can only select what's there in the DLC. So it's like, why would I do that? Um, but the difference between Rocksmith and this is like, I only just started playing this. I'm playing Beat Saber on like normal difficulty, whereas there are some games or some songs that you can get custom that do have
Mm-hmm.
difficulties, but most of them don't have difficulties. Most of them, it's like the hardest difficulty. So I downloaded. Don't I'm sure you guys don't even know the band I'm talking about, but there's a band I love called Sleep Token, and I downloaded one of their songs, and I wasn't even paying attention to what I was playing it on, and then I got in the song and it actually started, and I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, there's things coming at you like 100 miles per hour, like 10 or 12 of them at a time. It's hard to keep track of, and then as soon you're just flailing your arms, and then you just fail, and you're like, okay, I can't do this. But
That sounds like a good loop. Like your favorite music plus
yes,
entertaining visuals plus
yes,
exercise.
plus exercise.
I don't know, man. Like I'm thinking Coldplay. I'm
Cold.
thinking I'm thinking I would be in trouble with Beat Saber. Dude, I love Coldplay. I don't care. I don't care if
Well,
anyone
God
thinks
bless
they're like
you. I
they're
mean,
not as rock or
be proud
punk.
of it. They're definitely not punk. They're
Dude,
definitely rock.
I don't know why you're apologizing for liking
Yeah, but
something.
be proud of it. If you like,
because
if you like them,
not a
you
lot of
like them.
people, a lot. Well, at least here in Mozambique, a lot of people would be like Coldplay. What the fuck? So
Well,
I've kind of gotten used to like negative reactions to
well, I'll
liking
tell you
Coldplay.
what.
Yeah, we'll get used to it because everybody has an idea of what like they'll look at you and have an idea of what you should like, and then if you have any kind of veer from that idea that they had, then you're weird. Like for me, like back in high school, I like Taking Back Sunday. They are as emo as it gets of a rock group, and I like it. I'm sorry, I like it. And there's a bunch of other bands and of all different races and genres that I like. It's just is what it is. I can't help it. I just like it.
Same, dude.
It's it's like being a kid. When you were a little kid, you heard a song, you bobbed your head to it, you sung it and whatever. And when you were a kid, everybody's like, that's cute. But as an adult, people are like, you shouldn't like that. And it's like, hey, that doesn't make any sense. Because it's just
it still sounds good.
It's still it's just
Dude,
it's a flavor of music that I like. It's whatever.
The amount of times I got shit in school for like, because when I went to 8th grade, I got into all sorts of quote unquote. Again, this is what like people would call like quote white people music. Was like I got into like rock music and punk music. I was always into rap. Dude, people look at you crazy for liking shit. Fuck them. You like it. But like to your point, Coldplay is like I don't like Coldplay, but Coldplay is also massively popular, like worldwide.
I wish I'd found that out sooner. Most of my life,
I've had like 6 different genres of music make me cry before. Like good music is just good music.
Yes, it's exceptional.
Like when you just hear a story and it like one of the first like actually the first time I listened to I didn't cry in this instance, my wife did, and I just was like damn, like because it was a powerful story. But I'm sure Matt knows this song by Joyner Lucas talking about that Ross Cappuccini or whatever his name is or whatever, where it was a song about him just kicking it with this dude that set him up to shoot him and steal his car just to get into a gang. Like that made my wife cry like instantly.
Damn.
There's songs I've heard by Adele that I've been like, yo, like that sounds painful. Like you know what I mean? Like like good artists just know how to invoke emotion. If you're a good artist, you make good music. If you don't, then you usually make one-hit wonders and you're gone.
Yeah, just like video games. Fuzzy says I'm 200 hours into this year's Madden, so I can't say anything. Guys, we're all hypocrites.
Bro,
if you look closely, even the most principled person, they all have that one game that it's like, bro, they just have to slap a new sticker on it, and I'll buy it and put hundreds of hours in. We all have that game. And the sooner we can, empathize with each other as human beings and understand that, it'll be fine.
I feel kind of free in that sense. Like, I know Matt has 2K and you have like Football Manager and you also have Kojima games. And I mean, you just kind of have general problems with a lot of different things. Look,
leave me alone.
But like for me, like my problem used to be like college football. But the last one was so shit that it somehow healed me. It somehow healed me. Bro,
that's how bad it was.
I spent hundreds of dollars on these old classic college football games through the years because I loved that game. I bought the collector's edition with the locker, football, and jersey of college football 25. I played the 10-hour demo of college football 26 and said, And then I was like, am I tripping? I watched some reviews and I was like, oh, they're screaming at the TV for the same reason that I'm screaming at the TV. Okay. And then it went on sale and I still couldn't do it, man.
Damn.
So like, I'm literally waiting on that game to be like $30 and then I might get it. Like they disappointed me in this last one. Epically. Like, bro, like just for instance, instead of playing a full game in high school, because remember back in the day, those old college football games you used to play in high school, right? Look, you got to remember playing some of these older games where you started out in like high school, you went to college, and then essentially, you transform, right? Even in some of the Maddens, you start in college and then you go to the NFL, right? Before they brought it back. That was this one, you don't get to do full games. You have to do star moments. So throw a 50-yard pass this drive.
And then that's
if you don't get it, you have then you failed or you got it, or you got it. And then you have the next objective: run for 20 yards and score a touchdown, break 3 tackles. You don't get to play the whole game. So no matter if your team wins or loses, it doesn't matter as long as you got your personal stat. Which to me was just like, that's shit.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be the baddest. I want to run up the score in every game that I'm playing, especially while I'm in high school. I should be running up the score, but they don't allow you to do that. They just allow you to do like four different objectives, and then the game is over. And then the game is over. And then you get recruited by so many schools depending on how you did in those 4 objectives each game.
This is the equivalent. It's horrible. This is the equivalent of when they take a book and then they make a movie. If you've read the book, 9 times out of 10, if you've read the book, like half of that book is gone. They didn't put it in there. And they've done it to the worst medium, guys. They've done it to video games. Movies, TV shows are passive mediums. You just sit there and you're watching it. It's whatever. Video games, you actually have to press the buttons. You have to do the thing.
It's interactive.
You become the Madden superstar or the college football superstar. They've taken that away from you. From what you're explaining, Ham, they literally took it away from you. It's like, I want to walk into the stadium. I want to play the whole game.
That part. I just want to be able to play the whole game because sometimes it takes you a little bit. Sometimes you got to get a rhythm. And it's a fucking sport. You got to get a rhythm in it, right? So like you're getting in a rhythm, and I know it's just a video game, right? And video game is going to do what the video game does, but still, it's just like, why can I have these objectives throughout one game?
Exactly.
Instead of you giving me one drive and saying, "Hey, do this, score a 50-yard touchdown."
I would take it a step further. What
person has ever been recruited like that? Like what recruiter has ever came up to a student and said 3 touchdowns on the sky? Or no, not even that, because then they have the whole game to do it, right? Whoever said your first drive out there, I want to see you run for 30 yards and break 3 tackles.
You know what it is?
Who says that?
I figured it out now. Since we're having this discussion, I just had a light bulb turn on. This is the instant gratification generation. That's what it is. Because if I was to make a college football game, what I would do is I would make you play at least one full season, or give you the option to play one full season of high school football. I would give you the option. And then for the college football, it wouldn't be this moment or that moment. It would be no, play all 4 seasons, because mostly in the NFL, it's not like the NBA. Play all 4 seasons, the whole thing from start to finish, all the balls, all the preseason, everything. Play the whole season.
That would be so cool to actually be able to, like you play the whole season in the college football though, right? But it'd be cool to be able to, and I thought you did back in the day. Maybe you didn't. I don't remember. But like you play, I think it'd be cool to play the whole high school season, right? And go to like the district, or like or go to like the state championship.
The state championship.
And then maybe have an opportunity to play in what like they call it, like a Shrine Bowl or something like that, where it's all the best people in the country that play versus each other to try to get the best recruitment spot, essentially, kind of like what they do in like for the U.S. Army thing that they do at the end of every season for college, where they have a bunch of people that are thought of to be drafted but want one more game to show that they got what it takes.
Yeah.
Exactly, right. So I mean that'd be really cool, but essentially what you're saying, Logan, what I'm saying is they did what they thought would give you instant gratification to then just forward you to the next part, which is the main meat and potatoes. They didn't really focus on the growth of the player at all, which I feel like at this point in 2025, I mean, we had this shit way back in 2006, race for the Heisman. So we're talking about 20 fucking years. We should have this shit developed already, is all I'm saying. Like you went through the trouble of bringing it back. Fuzzy Tomato said in the chat, like 25, he had a great time with 25. So did I. I seen it as an outline. And it was so weird to see what the next year's iteration was. It was ass. It was not good. They took that outline and they scribbled on it.
Yeah. So X-Man, thank you so much for this $2 super chat. Says, remember Loke had man crush on Vampire Survivor. Yeah, I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers as well. It was a long time, but oh my God, yeah. Big Mad Mo is not feeling Coldplay. It is what it looks, what it is. It doesn't matter what it looks like. No one should like Coldplay. Fuck you, Fuzzy. Fuck you. Coldplay is the best. All right. Coldplay is the best.
They are for some people. And that's all that matters. Look.
No one suffered more than the weeb music enjoyers. You know what? That's true. That is true. People used to shit on like rock bands, emo bands, Nickelback, blah, blah, blah. But weeb enjoyers till today, even today, weeb music enjoyers, it's like, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. All right, let's get into the news. Let's get into the news because Ty is about to lose it. It says Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I see him, man. He is him and Asha's been showing like they show up and they're like they just want destruction. They just want terrible. Forth. They just want violent. Something bad to talk about. And you know what? Yeah. We got that covered for you, buddy.
Yeah,
we will be talking about a few of these different things that you're bringing up. So,
hooray! Okay, Matt, you have an Xbox centric channel.
Sure
you have an Xbox centric channel. Is Xbox dead?
Is Xbox dead? No. They're. Here's the thing. I think Xbox, as a console manufacturer, and I say this fully expecting them to release their next hardware, I think that's dead. And again, I fully expect them to release their next hardware.
Okay.
But I think like if you're hanging on to Xboxes, like
Sappho said my PC didn't die.
there you go. There you go. If
That's like
if
a
you're
running
holding on,
joke for Matt because every time I'm like, Matt, hop on your Xbox, he's like, I'm on it. He's
I'm
on a
on it.
fucking
It's on
PC.
PC.
playing Forza
He's like, I
Horizon
just
5
got a
at
new
100,
GPU for my Xbox.
playing Forza Horizon 5 at 180 FPS on my Xbox. And it's fantastic. But
Damn.
I think the traditional sense of like, hey, I bought the Xbox 360 and it has all these games on it, and I can only play these games on this console. I think that is dead. That's not that's dead, and that's not coming back. Um, but in terms of is Xbox the brand of Xbox dead? No. I mean how many games have they released this year?
It's
And they're getting
something
ready,
like 12.
and they're
It's
getting ready to
wild.
release more. Like Xbox as a brand, regardless of how much Microsoft tries to kill it, I think the worst thing that could I mean like maybe not for Microsoft, but I think the the I don't even know if it would be the worst thing, but I think like the quote unquote we'll say worst possible outcome for Xbox as a brand is that Microsoft just sells them off to somebody. Um, but I even in that scenario, I don't think Xbox dies. I think now they just are sold off to somebody and they continue making games, and then they go from there. So like they own so much of the industry. I don't know how they would die. I just think they're fully invested in pushing people towards PC at the moment. And then, once they get there, I guess they'll go from there, but the games, I don't think that's a thing that's not something that really can stop unless you sell off studios individually, which I would imagine would be a pain in the ass.
So they're not dead. Oh, sorry.
I
So,
don't
so
think so.
the console's dead, but everything else is fine. That's
I think
that's
I
what they.
think I think they're about as fine as they can be at the moment. Um, I've also seen like I listened to the Xbox 2 this past week, and they were kind of I want to say dooming and glooming, because not really, but like they were saying like, well, if they just raise the price to $30 for Game Pass Ultimate, what are they gonna do next year? I think on that, I think this was what they were gonna do next year. I think they went ahead and did it now to get it out of the way, so that the 25th anniversary of Xbox isn't completely they don't do a bunch of cool things next year and then it gets completely overshadowed by hey, here's this one really uncool thing.
That's why they want to get it out the way.
I think they went ahead and ripped that band-aid off. And I don't know, I could be entirely wrong. They could do the exact same shit next year. I have no fucking clue, but I would just that's my logic on it. But long story short, I don't think Xbox is dead. I think Xbox is changing very rapidly too.
Okay. C4 Skills welcome in says not dying, just evolving. All right, Ham.
Yeah.
What?
Are you with Ham? Are you with Matt that
Are you with
Xbox
Ham?
is not dead, just the console is dead?
The Xbox that I knew growing up is dead.
Yeah, there you go.
It's done.
Yeah. I mean, I went from playing Max Payne on my PC with the Max Payne fucking what is it called? Mouse pad. Came in a big old box, you know. Went from that because I could listen to music while I was playing that game because it was really creepy when I was a kid. That game was mad creepy. Especially running that bloodline for the child. Like, that shit was wild.
That shit was inappropriate for me to be playing it. How old I was to be playing
Bro,
it.
I went from like that to, yo, let me just get an original Xbox because I can download music onto it and stuff like that. Because at the time I had the PlayStation, I traded it in to get my Xbox. And that being the console that it was, had so much stuff in it, everything, but it was so proprietary, right? It was so proprietary. Then onto the 360, still extremely proprietary. The Xbox One was very proprietary. Even the series consoles, pretty proprietary.
Yeah.
But what they're talking about now, zero proprietary. Zero. There's nothing that's proprietary there anymore. They said, yo, pick up whatever stick that you got and just figure it out. Get onto our ecosystem some way. Figure it out.
Yep.
So what I'm used to, because like obviously I love video games, but I really liked the features that the Xbox held on to, which they're still talking about making a new console, sure. But you can see the end game is them expecting technology to be so far ahead into the future at some point that there is no need for an extra device as long as you have a good working operating system. But the problem right now with Microsoft is their operating system. So it's just like, it's kind of like, which one's kind of got to get fixed first? And to me, that's why they're still in the console space, in my opinion, is partially because if people looked at Windows the way they look at Proton, they wouldn't have a need for another console.
100%. 100%.
Okay, so I don't even understand what that means.
Proton.
Like what Steam Deck is ran on. It's on Proton on,
Yep.
on Linux.
Okay.
That's such a great gaming operating system and doesn't use a lot of resources in the background, where Windows is constantly running services in the background that most people never use or don't want.
Yes. I 1,000% agree.
So that's what they're stuck with right now. If they had an amazing operating system and they teamed up with Lenovo, Asus, and all these other people, dude, they would wipe the floor with the Steam Deck. But everybody hates Windows.
Yeah.
That's a gamer, at least. Even non-gamers don't like Windows because of all the shit that's always kind of currently, that's always running in the background of Windows. Now, you can buy a PC that's strong, that, you know, can run through walls and whatnot, but the people that are cost savvy, you know, regular people that are out there are like, hey, I see the fucking issue. Can we stop that? Because I shouldn't have to pay. I shouldn't have to get another GPU. I shouldn't have to get a new CPU to deal with the issue that you're giving me, because this other software that my buddy has, I don't want to understand, does it way better. But that shit's really confusing and I don't want to deal with it. And that's why most people are on Windows. It's because it's really confusing. They don't want to deal with it over on Linux. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, that's the gist of it. I'm going in circles.
I guess it's proof. I guess it's proof that there is value in being first. You can say what everything you guys just said, Ham and Matt, shitting on Windows, everything you guys just said, and still everyone uses Windows because Windows came first.
Yeah,
well, it's not even
kind of.
I mean that's a big part of it. It's not even just that though. But like to Ham's point, Linux is legitimately like Linux is for people who like to go behind, who like to go into their systems and
To
tinker.
go behind.
To go behind the scenes is what I was.
There you go, Loke. There you go.
I was gonna say to go behind the ass, Loke. Yes, is what I was going to say. But it's for people who like to tinker and like when it's for the kind of person that when something isn't working in their computer, they get excited that now they get something to fix. It's for that kind of person, and most
which is
people
like
aren't like
2% of the population.
Exactly, and that's why as shitty as Windows can be, and as annoying as Windows can be, and as frustrating as that shit can be, people just put up with, myself included, because what am I gonna do? Go to Linux? The fuck out of here!
Yeah, no one wants to do that because it's just too time consuming. Sure, once you get it all taken care of, you kind of have it figured out, but I feel like there's always something new to figure out with that, and I'm not interested in that. All in all, because you asked me the question, do I think they're dying? Like I said, I think what I've known them to be is dead, but I still like what they want to do. But I sometimes feel like I'm dealing with a 7-year-old. Because it's just like, I feel like we got to keep telling you to clean your room
all the time.
Like you'll pick up a couple things while I'm watching, but then when I turn around and you see a show, you get distracted. 20 minutes go by, come check, and it's more of a mess than it was clean. So I'm like, wait a second, you started playing when I told you to, and that's what it kind of feels like right now with Xbox. It's like, I just want you to complete this task right now. Let's get all these games that you're talking about that we own available to play everywhere, like not online. I really want to just play it anywhere. I want that mantra to be real and not kind of for some games.
For some games.
You know what I mean? Like once it's actually play anywhere, then I'm like, all right, like I feel like I'm really on the right boat now. Like I feel like I'm on a boat, but like they're taking turns at who's the captain, and it's making me a little nervous. like that's kind of what it feels like right now, a little bit. Little musical chairs on captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed.
But they get my games in a place in a great operating system, and I think they kind of can't be stopped.
And that's why whenever the rumors about like, I'm sure you guys saw it over the weekend about like, oh, it started like as a post. Someone said, oh, it's up in the air, the next gen consoles. Like, I think as soon as they figure out how to get what Ham just said, all of the games you own, playable natively everywhere, then they'll be done with console. At the moment, they don't have that figured out. So I think they got they got the end of this generation, and they got whatever they're doing with this next console. And I think that's when they figure it out. And when they figure it out, they're out of console.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that. Maybe says eliminate the middleman, direct to PC, maybe perhaps fully integrated gaming TVs. On the gaming TVs thing, I would disagree, because that's not their main model. That's not how they
Why
operate.
would they do that? They already got Samsung do that.
Yeah, the Samsung Vizio. I was watching a Asmongold
That's their
video
whole
this
thing now.
morning.
They got Asus to do this now. Oh, I didn't have
Yeah.
to buy 100 million chips. You'll just make it for me. Cool. That's
Yeah.
their, in my opinion, that outside of making these consoles, that's their MO. I think their next console, they're not going to have 2 SKUs. I feel like they're just going to have one, and it's just you deal with that, or you figure out another way to play, which is with plenty of these other partners that are around here. And I think that is even going to transform into the future. But like, yeah, I just think that's kind of the gist of it.
Yeah. Microsoft is the most consistent gaming company in the industry. You can count on them to screw up every 3 months. Facts. Facts, Rachie. Facts. They'll do something awesome. Microsoft. And then they'll just shit their pants. Like Ham said, it's like talking to a 6-year-old. Specifically, there was the Game Pass price increase last week. We didn't get to talk about it because on the weekend I had a mishap with like electricity and stuff. So there's been development, right? In a way, I'm kind of happy we didn't get into this, boys. I'm kind of happy because we would have maybe overreacted, and then the news has kind of self-corrected, I think. The prices of Game Pass went up by 50%, and we got those tiers and whatever. And now we're getting information that Game Pass users in some regions will avoid the 50% price hike as long as they stay subbed. So that's pretty simple, right? It's like face value, it's right there. And that's one of the reasons why, remember Matt, last week, I was like, yo, when I look at my subscription on Xbox, it says the price that I've been paying will continue to be the price. So I don't understand what's going on, right? And we were like, no, it'll probably self-correct. It's going to, it's going to be fine. The price will go up later. Turns out it's not going to. Let's get into the article.
So
Reddit
is it not
users,
going up for you?
it's still not gone up yet.
But I'm saying that price change takes, if you're affected by it, that price change takes effect November 4th.
November 4th,
If you are affected by it.
if you're
not,
affected. Okay.
Yeah, if you're not, then it doesn't matter. But
Okay, so what's this article about? Hold on. Reddit users in multiple regions, including Poland, Germany, Indonesia, blah, 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 have reported receiving an email from Microsoft stating that their ultimate subscription will not increase in price as long as they remain subscribed. Oh, okay. So you have to check your email. Okay, let me open my Outlook. I haven't
Look,
checked my Outlook.
you're not overseas though, so
Oh, screw
right
you.
here in
Screw
Austin.
you.
right here in Austin, buddy.
Let me see.
It's 4:30. It's actually 4:20 for you right now. You can blaze up.
Oh
There
my
you go.
God. Oh, my account is over the storage limit. God damn. No, I don't want to get more storage.
Logan's finding out that he's breaking the law.
No, this is not breaking the law. This is Microsoft doing what everyone else has been complaining about them doing, which is nickel and diming people. Jesus, that's a lot of emails. Who got my Microsoft email?
That's a lot of damage.
Fucking hell.
We're just looking to see if Lo got a email from the House of
Xbox.
Representatives in Austin.
There's representatives in Austin? I didn't know that was a thing. I thought
Sure you didn't.
I thought it was canceled.
Sure you didn't.
Well, the government is shut down, so they are home.
Nope. I have no emails from Xbox.
Yeah, just like us. We don't got no emails
Yeah.
either.
looks
There's
like
nothing. I didn't get
looks-
anything.
I didn't think
like
you
you-
would, Luke.
Okay, so Poland,
Looks like you are
people.
affected then.
So leave me alone. Leave me alone. So Poland, Germany, Indonesia, Austria, India, and Ireland. There's people that have reported receiving an email from Microsoft stating that their ultimate subscription will not increase in price as long as they remain subscribed. Quote, at this time, these increases will only affect new purchases and will not affect your current subscription for the market in which you reside, as long as you are on an auto-recurring plan, reads the Microsoft email verified by The Verge.
That's tough.
Should you choose to cancel your plan and repurchase, you will be charged at the new current rate.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like a fucking phone company. You're grandfathered in. What the fuck is
Yep.
this?
Yep.
You're grandfathered in.
It's speculated that the change in these countries is likely related to local regulations around subscription price changes. Microsoft announced the 50%. Oh fuck! If this is based on local regulations, so countries that try and protect their customer or their population from price gouging and all this other nefarious stuff, then it's going up in Mozambique. It's definitely going up for me.
I
man.
mean, if you didn't get that email, then you are affected by it.
God damn it. God damn it.
November 4th is when it starts, bud. You got this last month of paying your normal price. Just like
So-
me, just like Ham, just like
Who in Mozambique's gonna be affected though? We don't know anybody from there.
I don't know, nobody.
Yes, Ham. Yes. There's no one. You guys don't know anyone from Mozambique. Anyways, thoughts.
never heard
thoughts
of
on
that
this
place.
Mombasa once.
country? Mombasa. Okay. Matt. Thoughts. He got 30 baby oil companies trying to sell to
Oh
Listen.
man.
They know their customer. Anyway, Matt, go ahead. Thoughts on this? Is this a scam? Are you happy about this?
Is
What are your
this a
thoughts on it?
scam? Am I happy? What about the price hike?
Yeah.
Fuck no, I'm not happy about the price hike. What kind of question is that? What is that?
What are you doing, Lo? What kind of question are you asking right now? Why
No,
you ask
because
somebody
I've seen
that?
some people. I've seen some people be like, "This is not emotional manipulation, but you know the stuff that the mafia
What
used
are
to
we
do, the
talking about?
mafioso."
I'm so confused.
We're talking about Xbox being like, "Yo, as if you keep paying us, we're not going to increase the price."
Okay, so I thought you were asking, my thoughts on the price hike,
Yes.
not my thoughts on
No,
like some
not the price hike.
countries.
Yeah. But it's not the price hike on this specific situation of being like, yo, if you keep paying, everything's going to be fine. If you stop for 1 month, it's done.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the grandfathering situation of it?
What
I
is
think-
grandfathering? What are we talking about?
Like once you're in a club or something like that, you get it at a certain price, you know, and then the price goes up, but they call it grandfathered in because you're already paying that price. So when the
Why
sub goes
isn't it
up or something like
grandmothered
that.
in? I don't understand. That's kind of sexist. No?
No, it's
Oh
not.
my God, who cares? Like, what? It's just a saying. It's just a saying from before my time. I can't give you a reason why the definition was made. I can just tell you what it means in this specific situation. God, man, you Southerners are
anyone-
always so behind.
No. For anyone looking for even more evidence that I'm not American, there you go. I don't even know about sayings in America. There you go.
Look,
Matt.
you introduced me to fried green tomatoes. I don't know what you're talking about, buddy.
Matt, go ahead. What do you think about this grandfathering in? This forced grandfathering in.
Well, it always is, right? Like there's no such thing as forced grandfathering is you're just grandfathered in or you're not. Because like, for instance, on like for Verizon, there's a lot of people that have a lower bill to be on the ultimate plan because they were there throughout the entire time, compared to the people that get a new line on there that will have a different price than the people that have been there for a while. So it's not forced, because as soon as those people that have the old line decide to upgrade, they to change their plan, I guess, not to upgrade, but to change their plan, then they are just like a new person.
Yep.
So them leaving Verizon to go to AT&T and then coming back to Verizon, they're treated as a new customer. Just like it would be in Game Pass. If you left Game Pass and then came back, new customer again.
So here's the origin of the grandfather clauses. The term comes from grandfather clauses used in the United States law during the 1800s. After the Civil War, some southern states passed laws allowing only men whose grandfathers had voted before the war to bypass literacy tests and poll taxes, effectively disenfranchising formerly enslaved black citizens. The original use was discriminatory and unethical, but over time, the phrase evolved in business and policy to mean an expression of an exemption for pre-existing cases without its racist intent. Interesting. I didn't like my brain was like, what the hell? Grandfathering. Okay.
Thanks for the history lesson. But yeah, that's what it means.
You're welcome. Yes, Fuzzy. Some countries just actually.
Let's just not talk about Brazilian nuts, okay?
Yeah, we're not going to do that. Not today, at least. Maybe next week. Who knows?
No, we're just not going to do that.
Probably shouldn't do that on this.
Matt's like, oh, no.
Especially not with Cozy around.
Oh my lord!
Don't mention that in front of Cozy. No. Please don't do that.
All right. Have thoughts about this grandfathering in of people that are currently still subscribed to Game Pass?
I mean, it's good for the people that want to keep it, but it sucks if you were one of those people that bounced in and bounced out. Like the way I'd look at, like it actually probably served Netflix more good if they did something like that, to be real. Because a lot of people like to stick to. So, like, look, how would you feel? Let me ask you, how would you feel if Netflix was still $17.99 for the best package, which it's not anymore? It's like over $20. But like, let's say it's $17.99, and then they said now it's gonna be $22 for new subscribers, but those that are still subscribed get to keep that $17.99.
That sounds pretty awesome. That sounds
exactly awesome. Right. It seems awesome to that person that wants to stay on it. But if you're one of those people that are fair weather, you know, like especially like with YouTube TV and Sunday Ticket, there's going to be a big drop off on YouTube TV as soon as football stops.
Yeah, I agree. So yeah, in general, I guess we agree this is a good thing, right?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, it's good if you want to keep it.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like
think they should do that. I think they should do that worldwide, though. I feel like it's kind of bullshit to pick and choose what countries get that. Like if you're, and I don't know, I feel like that might be an essential like greed of specific countries that allow that. So like for our country, that is America, all three of us. I'm saying like, obviously we're okay with that type of greed.
Yeah.
Our politicians are, at least. And that I mean, that's clear.
Yeah. But as for Xbox themselves, I would say this is awesome, but it's also kind of shitty because I think the right thing for them to do, and of course it's a company, right? So like it's kind of crazy to expect morals from a company, but I would say the right thing for them to do would be the fair thing for them to do. And this is another like shift for me, showing that Xbox feel they're in a position where they don't have to be good to customers the way they've been good to customers for the past few years, ever since the Xbox One fell flat on its face. This should have been for everyone that's already in Game Pass. It shouldn't have been region based. It should have been anyone on the planet that is currently on Game Pass. You will continue to pay the same price for Ultimate. Any new subscribers, $30. That's what they should have done. Do you guys think I'm asking for too much? Am I being entitled, or is this a reasonable thing that they should have done?
I think that would have been cool to see, and in a perfect world, that's what they should have done. But it would then kind of further incentivize new users overall, though.
What do you mean?
And like it further de-incentivize like new people to the Game Pass platform. So it's just like, oh yeah, like he's getting it for $20, but I gotta pay 30 and I'm new to this, and that's cool. Like maybe that's cool for a lot of the people that are, like already on board with it, but that's where it looks different from like Verizon doing it versus like Xbox doing it. Because Xbox doesn't have like a family plan kind of thing. Like if they had a family plan, it's easier to look past, because then it's like, all right,
had
well,
one. Then they scrapped it.
Right. They did. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if you have a family plan, everyone's, like if you're so-called grandfathered into a certain family plan on like a Verizon bill, it's tougher to compare it to like a neighbor or whatnot, because they may have got the service at a way different time. They may have had it even earlier than you and had it grandfathered in and yada yada. But at the same time, you probably have more people on your plan than that person does. And this is just a person buying Game Pass, just one person.
Yeah.
Right. So like when you're comparing 1-to-1 versus somebody, it's more kind of disrespectful and less sneaky than it is than I think like a phone company could get away with something like that, because they have so many different customers with different type of needs. They have different plans and different stuff on it, compared to this one where it's kind of 1-to-1, right? Like this person's paying $20 and getting all the exact same stuff as I'm getting for $30. There's no, I need this piece, I need that piece, I need this. It's not like a cable service. It's either you get this or you get or nothing, or a different tier. But you don't get to pick anything throughout those tiers. There's no customization. So I feel like, although in a perfect world that would be cool, but that would further stagnate growth for Game Pass, which is not what they're looking for.
I would say it's not. I would disagree with that on two fronts. So the first one is you would lock in the current subscribers. Like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that hop on Game Pass then hop off, hop on and hop off, depending on the month, right? And what's coming out on that month. A lot less of that happening in 2025 because of the crazy offerings from Xbox. But stick with me, guys. Stick with me. If hopping off, and then when you hop on, when you come back, it's going to be 30 instead of 20. if that is presented to you, most people would just be like, okay, so I'm just gonna stay. So
Sure.
on the first one, on the first front, you keep the people that keep hopping on and off, right? They now get stuck because they don't want to pay 30, right? And on the second stage, I think the only people that are comparing one to one is people like you and me, Ham. People like you and me, Matt. People like G maybe in the chat talking about 300 million on sales lost on COD, which I think is bullshit. It's a fallacy, G maybe, because yes, they lost 300 million in sales, but if you go back, they did have awesome sales. And let's not forget, Call of Duty makes most of its money from microtransactions, which they also had a record year for. If you go back to the earnings call from this year, from earlier this year on what happened last year, so they lost 300 million, but that's not the full picture. It's like if Ham makes $1 billion this year, and then we sit there and we're focused on, yo, Ham made a bad deal in February. He lost like $20 million. It's like, yeah, but he made $1 billion. Yeah, but dude, he lost 20 million. Ain't that wild? It's like, bro, Ham's not sweating it. No one in his household is sweating. No one with the full context is sweating it. So why are we sweating 300 million for COD when they're doing just fine when you look at the global picture? This was just greed. This price increase was not, oh, they have to compensate for COD. It was no, they see they have the power. They have the leverage. This $300 million story, this was probably leaked out by Microsoft as a justification. Yes, this is tin hat time. I'm now reaching like Michael Jordan in Space Jam. I'm reaching, but I don't accept the 300 million as an excuse for the price increase. Ham, Matt, thoughts on the $300 million
So
increase?
what I was gonna say to actually counter my own kind of thought process earlier was instead of giving those people in the regions or whatever like continuous of what it is, I feel like it should be like maybe like stick with it for 6 months and the price goes down.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe
If
it
you
goes
stay for
down like
6 months,
$5 or $10 or something like that, and you're paying less because you stayed subscribed compared to only staying subscribed for the benefit, right? So if you leave and come back, yeah, you're paying $30 only for the first like 6 months or first 3 months or whatever, just to make sure that you're staying with the service, and then you'd get your discount or whatever. I don't know. I think that would help for sustainability for some people. Like, hey, I just got to keep this for a little bit and it gets cheaper or something like that. But that was, I guess, all I had to say about that.
yeah. Sergeant Sentinel, welcome in. Welcome
Hello,
in.
sir.
Smash the like button. Matt,
Yeah.
thoughts on the 300 million?
I mean, the thing is, ultimately, like, to your point, it doesn't matter. But also, it's a corporation, and they see any money being lost. Like, it doesn't affect them, really, but, like, they don't want any money being lost. Any money being lost is the worst possible thing that could happen, and a corporation's mind. So, like, whether that was $20 or 300 million or 5 billion or whatever, they don't like that shit. They really don't like that shit. And to your point, also, it is greed. That is greed. That is 100% greed. Does that justify them raising the price to $30? Fuck no, it doesn't. It really doesn't. I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like Xbox has been around long enough, and Game Pass just by itself has been around long enough that you should have some idea of pretty reasonable and realistic targets for what you're trying to do. And if you can't hit those targets, well, then they're probably not realistic or reasonable. In which case, you need to adjust what your targets are. But instead of doing that, they have passed on not the savings but the cost to consumers. Because why would they adjust their targets if they could just charge you more? There's no point to do that. And it's like, yeah, sure, some people will unsubscribe, but like the people who stay, you're getting an extra $10 from them. So does it really affect them? No, not really. It just makes them a negative talking point for the next month, 2 months, 3 months. What, maybe 5, 6 months? But like after that, oh, they just showed us Gears E Day. Holy shit, it looks great.
Shit.
And then and then it's like, the Halo C remake. Oh, that looks fucking awesome too. Forza Horizon 6. Wow, that looks great. And then nobody's talking about this. And then they're still charging you the $30, but nobody's talking about it anymore because all you're talking about is the games. So like they get the bad PR and they'll get it for a while, but once it's gone, it's gone. And they'd rather have that than, accept losing any money at all.
I would say
It's a fact, though. I mean, because just a year ago, we were talking about like 4 games and stuff like that. No one's talking about that anymore. Everybody's talking about the Game Pass price hike now.
Exactly.
And then next year, it'll probably be something else.
Yep.
some people have been positing that they're going to increase the price. They're going to increase the price every single year until they get to $60 a month.
Hey, well, they can do that all they want, but if that's what they do, then I'll just go back to buying shit. It's really
But
not a fucking big
games.
deal.
But what if games also do what they've been doing, which is go up every single year as well? Like
Then I'm buying
when
games at
Game
a more
Pass is
expensive
$60.
They're
Also
going
in
to come
games-
out with a $60 tier where you can just play any game that you want at launch.
Like, dude, because at that point, what are you putting in? What are you putting in there that's worth $60?
You get to
a
choose
month?
just one game and you just can play that and all the Xbox exclusives. It's going to be $65 a month.
Dude, I just
4K
I
streaming.
would
First
say
in line
Matt,
every time.
first in line.
shoving people out of the way, shoving people who are paying $40 out of the way.
Yes,
Fuck out of here.
Brokies.
Fucking brokey. Get out of my way.
With your $40.
Oh shit.
Matt, you're talking about, maybe in 3 months, maybe in 6 months, Xbox
Yeah.
will now be about, Xbox will now be about, let's show people games and they'll forget. I would say this very month we'll do it. And that's why I put this up on the screen.
Yeah.
This is what's coming to Game Pass until the middle of the month. This is not the whole of the month.
Yeah.
This is just mid-month. Ninja Gaiden 4, Keeper, Ninja Gaiden Black, Evil West, and Eternal Strands.
Well, Black
For
is
me, at
already
least-
on there.
Oh, okay, my bad. And
That's
Eternal
just for,
Strands.
Premium.
coming to core.
It's coming to premium.
Oh, premium. Okay.
Okay. and Eternal Strands. These are the games, for me at least, that are interesting. I don't know. I'm not going to judge anyone that's so excited for Supermarket Simulator. I'm the guy that
Sure.
plays Crime Scene Cleaner. So, yo, to each their own. I would posit, Matt, that it's already going to start happening this very month.
Well, to that point, I literally, because I saw this earlier, I literally opened Blue Sky, and I saw like 4 or 5 articles. One of them might have been from Game. I can't remember all the places, but like I saw like 4 or 5 articles that was like Xbox's Game Pass lineup for or first wave Game Pass lineup for the month of October looks absolutely insane. And not one of those, I didn't see one of those articles. Again, the headlines. I didn't see one of the headlines mention, oh yeah, Game Pass fucking sucks. Didn't see that. Didn't see
What
that.
about the reactions?
We,
What about the
it,
reactions? Have you
it
seen people
was,
reacting that way though?
no. Because why would I? Because my question is, why would I click on that post and because you can click on any post. If Wario posts about like, hey, here's a game on Xbox that's on sale, and it's like you'll click on the post and be like, fuck Xbox, or like here you can something about Windows updates or whatever. Windows fucking sucks. It's like, yeah, but you're still on it, so shut the fuck up, all right? And
Everyone's
then
still on it.
and then with Xbox, it's the exact same thing. Again, not everybody's on Xbox. Let's be very clear about that. But like, it's the exact same thing. It's the same people over and over, just churning the opinion of like, fuck this, screw that, we hate this, we hate that. But like at the end of the day, I still see the article. Hey, Xbox Game Pass looks pretty great this month. Didn't
Yeah.
change the article. So I don't know what to I don't know what to tell you.
And then there's the big one at the end of the month, Outer Worlds 2.
Outer Worlds 2, dude. I need to get because I'm buying it. I'm buying the premium edition.
I'm not
I need
buying it, but I'm definitely playing it. I'm playing the
bro.
crap out of it
I'm
through Game
buying the
Pass.
shit out of that. I can't wait. I'm really excited for it, and it's 5 days early access, which I didn't know was a thing. I didn't know there was early access, but
Really? So after you buy it, you can play it on the 24th.
you either buy the premium or you do the premium upgrade thing, like how they did for Starfield and like a bunch of other, like Forza. They did that for a bunch of games. But yeah, you'll be able to play like 5 days early.
If this happens, let console players enjoy the riding without Vaseline we will buy on Steam. God damn.
Dude, it's
Vaseline helps.
what?
Anyway, no, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead. Sorry, you were going to say?
I mean, what the hell?
Go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
But I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. Quite honestly, I was taken for a loop. I don't know what I was gonna say.
All right, while you try to remember, Rachie says Keeper's the only game I'm interested in. I've heard great things about it, but and I'm good at removing my emotions from discussions about stuff like this. I've seen some trailers from Keeper. It doesn't look like the type of thing I'd be interested in, but
Hmm.
for the people that are into it, good on you
Yeah,
guys. Yes,
yeah,
GMAB Crime Scene Cleaner is the shit. It is. It is.
yeah.
Uh,
I'm not
it's been on
dying
Game
to.
Pass for 6 months. Eternal Strands has been on Game Pass, guys. Like, there's no
Yeah,
time. I'm sorry. There's no time. We were talking about this pre-show, right? That and even Metaphor Refantatio, I still haven't played. There's just no time. It's too many games. Which is also another reason why we don't understand why Xbox is increasing prices, considering people ain't got time and the backlog is gigantic. No one is suffering FOMO, in my opinion. I
lots of
lost
people
faith
are.
in Obsidian writing with Avowed. Ham, thoughts on this. I think this is a reach by Ray G.
About Avowed particular?
No, about Obsidian and Outer
He
Worlds
lost.
too,
He lost faith in Obsidian's writing with Avowed.
because of Avowed.
I
I think
mean, no,
yeah.
I don't think that is particularly fair. I mean, I think actually, I mean, it could be if you look at it overall, but I don't think the same writer or writers for Avowed are in charge of
Outer Worlds.
the Outer Worlds, and the story itself is just two totally different things. So, I mean, I would maybe feel that same way if they said like Avowed 2 was coming out, right? Or something else in the world of
Pillars.
what's that fucking world called? Yeah, Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah.
But seeing that it's going back to a fan favorite that people already like and stuff like that, I don't know. I don't see the correlation there exactly. If it was Pillars, I'd totally get it, because like I don't want to deal with another god like that in Avowed. Like that was terrible.
I
Like
think
that's the story. I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just gonna say, I think even for Pillars, I think it would be different, because I think the problem with Avowed is that it was in the Pillars of Eternity universe, but it was made for people who don't know anything about Pillars, and I'm one of them. I don't know anything about, but it was very obviously made for people who don't give a fuck about Pillars. It was like meant to be the introduction to that world, and I think it was probably
That did not go well.
yeah, it's probably not the best introduction, because like there is
Probably not.
like I
Probably
didn't
not.
mind it as much as him. Like the whole god, like dealing with that fucking thing in your head the whole game. I didn't mind it, but there was definitely points where it was like, dude, yo, shut this thing up.
Stop.
I honestly shut this thing.
Yeah.
Because like
I hated it. I liked all the characters in the game. I thought the characters were pretty cool.
Dude,
I just hated.
Yeah.
I hated that god in my head. I absolutely hated it.
There were times where you would go to sleep at camp, and then you would get up and you're like, I'm gonna walk out of camp, and it's like, nope, you're gonna sit here for 10 fucking minutes and listen to this thing talk. And I'm like, dude, I don't.
You're gonna have a conversation with this thing
And it wasn't
that
even a
is
fun
very
conversation.
depressed.
It often would, like.
It was
the
very
first-
depressing.
The first 5, maybe even less than that, conversations, I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. But once you realize it's a constant thing throughout the game, I'm just like, dude, cut this down by like at least 5 or 6 minutes each time. You got to cut this down. You can't be doing 10-minute like interjections every like 30 minutes. It's too much.
There's a possibility I would have felt different about that god if I was able to traverse while talking to him.
Yes.
But seeing that I was in an all white room laying on this fucking weird ass white bench looking thing, like
That was a casting couch, Ham. That was a casting couch.
It looked like a casting couch situation. It really did look like a casting couch situation, because you were just fucking locked in there and just
Yep. It's like, sit down here.
and you had to answer some
in 5
questions.
minutes. Harvey will be right in.
Fucking Chris Hansen was about to walk in and tell me to take a seat. This shit was fucking weird. I was like, what am I doing here, actually? I don't know why I'm here, Chris. I don't know why I'm here at all.
I'm just trying to play a video game. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to play a video game.
I don't know this fucking god.
I'm just trying to kill things and have cool battles, because that's another thing that you know what, even if you lost faith, Raichi, even if you lost faith in Obsidian with their writing, the gameplay was awesome.
Dude,
From In Avowed. I didn't finish the game, but I did enjoy the game.
C4 Skills says, "Look, kick these non-gamers off the show. How dare they trash about?"
I love the
Loke likes about the least out of us three here. So asking him to do it is like a pleasure.
That's some
no
ironic
more
shit
about
right
the
there.
Loke then. He's happy with that.
C4 because I fucking
You read that
love
room
about-
incorrectly.
Incorrectly, brother. I'm sorry. C4 Skills, you need to come watch us more often. You need to
Yeah,
come through more.
I just acknowledge that the god in your head got a little bit annoying. That's all
Yes.
I'm saying. But
I hate
I
it.
love the game.
I hated it as well.
But I didn't hate the game. I just hated that I loved the combat in the game. I wish there was more to the combat, more animations other than, sticking the sword in and kicking them, off of it. Like I wish there was a little more to it, but I did like what I played. I thought it was a good outline for what they could do, but I just really, really don't want them to bring that god back. And if they do bring that god back, let me do something while he's saying his nonsense. Like I don't need
Or
to sit
make
there
it
and
a
listen
woman.
to it.
Or make it a woman,
It doesn't matter if it's a woman or I don't want to hear that shit
Listen.
unless I'm out doing something. Like you can talk
Don't
all you
wanna
want
listen
while
to
I'm
a
fucking
woman,
running around
man?
the woods.
You don't want to listen to a woman?
See, the reason you're listening to it isn't the same reason I'm listening. I'm listening to it to progress the game. You're over there grabbing some oil and shit like that. Like,
Paper towels.
oh,
That's what I'm
good.
trying to
That's
Loke's-
wild.
Loke's-
That's
Loke's-
fucking nuts.
It's literally a disembodied voice. And Loke is like, I'm trying to crack your cheeks. I'm trying to make it happen. I'm like, dude, it's a voice.
Bro, I'm just saying, can you imagine godly cheeks? Because cheeks are awesome. But can
There's
you
no
imagine
cheeks there at all.
godly
There's
cheeks?
no cheeks to
a
see.
voice. It's a voice, Luke. There's no cheeks.
Listen,
Nothing to
maybe,
see. What do you
maybe
want
didn't
out of
develop the
this?
story far enough. Maybe you didn't level up far enough. All right? There's
I
always
didn't
cheeks.
level up far enough.
You didn't level up far enough.
Okay.
Sick man, Luke.
Someone needs to take his fucking account away.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stanley Francois, welcome in. What's happening? That list looks great. All those canceling crybabies are coming back like they always do. So even
Well,
even
if Netflix is any
indication,
is any indication, that's probably true.
yeah,
All it takes is the right formula for somebody to be like, I'm back, and then their excuse is, I'm only gonna pay for this month. And it's just like, it doesn't matter. They got their money. You gave it to them.
it doesn't change anything. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, brother. Just
You didn't stand on anything by telling me that extra piece.
No.
Like, okay.
yeah, and then this new scenario, this new situation about the prices going up and stuff, that's really gonna fuck shit up. Hold on, guys. I need to step away for two minutes. I'll be right back.
Well, then
can you guys
what
just
I want to move
discuss-
on to,
Be right
no, I got something I want to talk about actually that I meant to post in the chat that I don't think I actually got to post it in there. I'm going to paste it in there and then put it up on the screen anyways. Then we can talk about it because Ty A wanted to talk about this a little bit earlier, but we didn't ever get the chance to do that. So just give me like 2 seconds to get this shit popping.
Yeah.
And I'll have it up on the screen. God dang it. Okay, I'm gonna need to do it over here first. There we go.
All right, I'm back.
No,
C4 Skills.
Hold on, look. I'm in the middle of doing
Alright.
something. You already
Alright, 2
vacated the
minutes to
spot. You already
Alright.
vacated the spot. So
Okay.
now I'm already moving on to a new topic.
Ham's on the mound.
I am on the mound and I'm fucking gonna knock out a home run right here with this next topic. I had to
Okay,
share it
look it up.
to.
Is it gonna
I had to
nail
share it to.
a bat in the
Yep.
arm?
Oh no!
So,
I
so
saw
did you
this.
see this already? Look right here. Ty was talking about it just a little bit ago. But Ubisoft reportedly canceled an Assassin's Creed game set in post Civil War America, where you could play as a former slave turned assassin fighting the KKK.
Okay.
Yes, they caved because of the Yasuke backlash. Meanwhile, AC Shadows is one of the best selling games or the best selling titles of the year. So, since I am the one to bring up this topic, I'm going first to Loke. Loke, I need you to tell me thoughts on this. Do you think that Ubisoft should have continued with this game? Do you think it was right for them to back down for whatever reason? And or do you think this is just like kind of more people taking control of what we can play as in video games? Because, you know, there's been that whole thing as well. Because I want to bring this up as well, because it is important, because it goes to all games. It's not just some games, but all games were affected, especially when we talked about that itch.io and shit stuff and stuff like that back in the day. Well, do you think that could have been a problem, not with maybe a Karen, but maybe like a guy version of that that's mad racist and shit like that, sending some sort of like full stop, don't do this, can't do this, it's not right? Do you think they'd have any leg to stand on? So I know I presented you a lot right there, Loke, but
Yeah, it's a
answer
lot.
as much as you can. I'll remind you if you forget anything.
First off, I want to say fuck you to Ubisoft very, very quickly, right? Right off rip. So you go and you create, you this is ridiculous. These people at Ubisoft decided Yasuke was fine, taking a historical character, but then completely distorting and destroying this character in Japan. That was fine. But creating a fictional character, which in my opinion, it would be a dope character. Creating a fictional character who kills racists. Like, if there's one thing, right? If there's a unifying factor among most human beings, the overwhelming majority of human beings agree on one thing: we don't like racists. We agree on that. And especially not the KKK, who turn it into like a personality, a culture almost, right? This would have been one of the most single unifying games in all of gaming. A slave killing racists. You wouldn't find Grums, all these other grifters. They would get drowned out so quickly. It
I
would
actually
be
think this would be like a Ubisoft like glory moment if they made a game like this. This would be like a glorious thing. Like, god damn, like who's standing on America harder than fucking Ubisoft if they do this, right? You know,
bro.
Like that's catering to majority of the West.
This would be the first Ubisoft Assassin's Creed game. This would be the first Assassin's Creed game I would actually play and finish since the 360. Since the
Look would be 100% in that shit,
bro.
I think a lot of us would be, really.
I'd put in at least
it'd be
200
like,
hours.
I mean, I already know Matt likes Assassin's Creed. You put him in a situation where, you know, you could tear shit up and, you know, say fuck you to some horrible fucking people that like we're from America. Like, let's be honest for a second. Obviously, Loke isn't. We're from America. We know that history. So us being able to rip and shred and be like, fuck you to that would be like, that would be a high. That would be
hotter
a high.
than Sydney Sweeney. That would be hotter than Sydney Sweeney. That would be super
Yo, what
hot.
up, Lemon?
That would be awesome if they would give us that opportunity.
That would be a high, dude. Everybody would want. Everybody that is on. I'm not afraid to say this at all. Anybody that's on the right side of history on this one would want a piece of that action.
Yeah.
Dude, 90% of the world population is down with this.
Yeah.
Would be down with this. 90%. Instead, they sat there and said, you know what? Let's do the more divisive thing. Let's do the Japan thing, where we twist up this actual character, a person that existed in history, gender bend them as well, make them maybe gay, maybe not, do all this other weird shit, instead of just make the free throws. Ubisoft had the choice to take a cross-court shot with 3 seconds left, or take a free throw. And they were like, no, we'll take the cross-court shot. And this wasn't just a free throw. This would be like a free throw, and fucking Dirk Nowitzki is taking the free throw. Steve Nash is taking the free throw. A robotic ass shooter that's like 90%. This would have been the biggest slam dunk. Even Sean Kemp, even Michael Jordan, everyone would have their jaws on the floor. Fuck 10 million sales. This game would sell 30. This game would compete with Elden Ring in terms of sales, just because of the encompassing story.
Just the
Fuck
amount
gameplay.
of TikTok you have
Bro.
with that.
Bro.
Just that platform by itself on
Can you
as
imagine-
much fuck shit as they do over there. And that would be nuts.
Can you imagine disrupting a clan meeting, just swooping down and killing 12 motherfuckers in one go? Can you imagine the exhilaration of those white capes, drenched in blood? Can you imagine?
Man.
Oh, I have an erection.
My God.
Oh yeah, those are my thoughts. Fuck Ubisoft. They took a generational dub, and they pissed it away. They pissed it away.
Damn, that got a little hot, man. But let's so shout out to Batikis Crime, Batikis Prime. Is it Batikis? Okay.
Yeah.
He said, I came here to see you guys' opinion on this one. So perfect timing for that. And then shout out to Lemon 108 Dragons TV with the $5 super chat. Says, open invite to my brothers for a pop-up Dragon's Den, 7 p.m. Eastern. Keep the content coming, my guys. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for sliding through. I could probably slide over there for a little while. I don't have anything going on this evening, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
But anyways, Matt,
Yes, sir.
thoughts on this whole cancellation of something that we're just kind of now aware of? Like,
Hold on. Before Matt goes, Xbox Lord Chaos 78 said, we already did that in Red Dead Redemption 2, killing all the clansmen in the woods. Xbox Lord Chaos 78. How many Wolfenstein games have we played in the history of video games? Sir, there's no such thing as too many dead clansmen in a video game. in a video game. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. Sorry, I just want to get that off my chest.
No, that's fair. And plus, it's not like the story would be, and like that was like a side thing compared to it being a main piece of a game. Like Red Dead Redemption wasn't about killing clansmen.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah.
So like a game, and plus you're not black in Red Dead Redemption either. So there's no animosity. There's
Context.
not as near as much animosity towards that compared to a Ubisoft game that could include a family that you're taking care of. You guys eating terrible. Or not being able to eat at all, or you literally just got lynched or something like that. Like,
well, they took your wife,
or yeah, they took a family member, took your son, or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, it could be such a wild situation other than a mission.
Yep.
So yeah, but anyways, Matt, thoughts?
I mean, first of all, the game sounds like I would have absolutely played that. I mean, I'm full agreement with you guys.
That might be an Ultimate Edition package right there, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm excited. This thing isn't even real, and I'm excited.
It got canceled, and Loke's excited,
bro.
Not like it has any bearing on what I'm about to say, but when was this? Was this like planned for after Shadows, and then they just said, no, never mind? Or is it like something from a while ago that is just now coming out?
According to Culture Crave, Ubisoft canceled an Assassin's Creed game I said after the Civil War, featured a black assassin, was formerly a slave who would fight the emerging Ku Klux Klan. Leadership cancelled it, concerned with U.S. political climate and Yasuke black backlash. So this is after.
This would have been yeah. Okay.
After.
Okay.
This would have been after.
So first, like I said, I would have loved to play this game. I thought it was funny. Look, you mentioned Wolfenstein. I don't know if you guys remember, but when Wolfenstein 2 came out, and it did come out, and people played it and loved it, but there was a brief period when that game came out where for some reason people were offended. People were like not like this historic number of people. Not
who was offended?
Dude, if you were online at that time, there was like this very loud group of people. I wouldn't say it was definitely not the majority, but there was a very loud group of people who were like, this game is insane, like it for like sticking up for Nazis.
The Nazis?
Yeah.
Literal, like not this dumb hyperbole where it's like, if you disagree with me, you're a Nazi.
I know what you mean.
Literally,
I'm talking about Nazis and Wolfenstein. Nazis. Historical, like, so this is dumb shit where they're like, for in Ubisoft's case, I don't know, I just don't understand. I don't understand the reasoning, because if your goal is to avoid the current political American political climate, which sure, it's kind of fucked, but even with that being said, it's like this is a moment. This should be a moment that most people in America, overseas,
dude, in the world, in the world,
this should be a moment where most everybody can come together and be like, yo, I might not play the game, I might not care about Assassin's Creed, but factually, you are killing bad people. You are killing bad people. These people aren't good. They are the enemy. The game is portraying them as the enemy. That should be like, everybody should be able to come together and agree on that. So the fact that Ubisoft, first of all, it pisses me off because this like out of all of their new Assassin's Creed games, minus Mirage because that's not the new formula, but
Yeah, yeah.
out of all their new Assassin's Creed games, like I really loved Odyssey. I enjoy Shadows. Valhalla was kind of, and Origins I just never really played, to be honest. But like this, I have no problem seeing that this would be my favorite one of those. I've no
Oh
no
yeah.
problem seeing
Oh
that
yeah.
being the case. Like
It hits home.
it it's I'm just so confused by it because it's like, dude, you're worried about the political climate, but like who's gonna be upset?
Yeah, right.
Like I mean, imagine
It's like
imagine
I
the
want to
world.
see. I want to meet who's upset. That's what I
Imagine the
would say.
world. Imagine this world, this twisted world. Whether you like, not to get too political, but whether you like Trump or not, imagine this twisted world in which this game exists, and then for some reason, someone in the administration comes out and says, "This fuck that. These people are like nobody would ever do that.
No one. No
No
one.
one. Trump wouldn't do that. Vance wouldn't do that. Nobody under them would do that. Fucking nobody.
Dude,
It,
there's
it,
no one that's
it,
ever done it. I
it,
don't. I
like
can't. Maybe I don't pay enough attention to American politics. I think I do, but I don't think I've ever heard an elected official, especially not
yeah,
one
no.
like president or whatever, being like, "Yo, uh, KKK lives matter." I've never heard nothing like that. I'm just saying.
That's political suicide.
I've never heard
Exactly,
anything like
which
that. Yeah.
which is why it doesn't make sense. You're saying you're doing this, or they're claiming the reason is to avoid political whatever sort of political backlash in America. Like, dude, I need to know where the back like where do you think the backlash will come from? Is Trump gonna say something about your game where you kill Klansmen? Is
I'm
who's
betting my
going to
entire. I'm betting everything that's left of my entire life savings.
like,
That's not happening.
bro?
Yeah.
I'll bet money I don't have.
Like all your
I'll
future
bet
earnings.
I'll bet trillions of dollars
That's not gonna
that
happen.
that's not gonna happen. So
So who
so
are you
I'm
afraid
just
of?
the only thing I can think of, and the reason why I brought the Wolfenstein thing earlier was this very small group of loud fucking assholes online. The only thing I can think of is they're going to blame it on the political climate. You're just kind of afraid of getting backlash online from like a small group of assholes. That's
That and death threats and stuff like that, because that would happen if they
yeah.
made this kind of game. That kind of stuff would happen, but it's just like you guys have been looking like villains for a hot minute, and this would like flip the script on
Dude,
majority of people, like even people that don't like Assassins. Like it'd be like one of the Hogwarts situations. I don't even like fucking this shit, but that looks cool.
that
I want
looks
to play it.
dude. I would imagine. Speaking of death threats, I don't think it's ever been confirmed, but I would certainly imagine, as much as I enjoy Shadows, I would certainly imagine they got some death threats for Shadows. Whether they made it public
Yes.
or not, I would certainly
Yes.
imagine they got some death threats for Shadows. And that's that's just like a game that's meant to be fun or whatever. And sure, it tells a story, and you might connect with the story, you might not. You might care about the characters, you might not. Whatever the case may be. But this game would be something that like is for America, for like a massive, a huge part of our history, a ridiculous part of our history that like everyone can kind of agree on that.
I
That
want to
was
take that.
Oh,
I want
before
to
you
take
go,
that away
Loke.
from you. I want to take that
Before
away
you-
from you, Matt. Your
Before you
history
go,
is
real
not just
quick,
yours.
Loke.
Okay. Okay.
no,
Before you
no,
go
I'm not
real
saying
quick,
that,
Loke,
Luke. I'm not saying that, Luke.
I want to take something that we kind of touched upon a while back that Because, like, remember we talked about EA getting purchased by Saudi Arabia, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever you talk like America has no problem talking about other countries and killing and all that other stuff somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But once it represents who we were or maybe are currently, it's like gaming development and like in what is it called? In publishers are just like, oh, that's a little too touchy. And I'm just like, I call bullshit. Because if all humans are the same, then why can't you talk about that?
Yeah.
Why can't we talk about that? Why can't we make that into a game? You have no problems talking about Russians shooting up fucking shooting up fucking what was it like airports and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was fine. That was just labeled inappropriate. It was fine though. It was just graphic. Yeah. It was just a little too graphic.
They had to give you a little warning. Little warning. Do you want to play this mission?
But they still did it.
But they still said it was fine.
Exactly.
But as soon as something like the line, like Black Ops the Line, or not Black Ops the Line, Spec Ops the Line comes out, oh, that's a little too close to home.
Yeah,
that's treading a little too close, and it's like, not really. That's not even like they're not even in the country.
Dude, it's so twisted how that shit works. Like, dude, and look, I know, like you said, you want to make, like, I'm not trying to say, like, you know, that history doesn't affect, like, lots of other things, because it absolutely does. But, like, I'm just really stuck on who like, I'm just really stuck on, like, why this would cause, again, a very small group of people would get upset. And you know, you might get the odd death threat here or there, just like I'm sure you did for Shadows, which wasn't telling nearly that kind of story. So, I mean, if you're gonna get death threats for something, and it's something you want to make, I feel like this would be the thing to do it for. This would probably be it. I mean, I just don't know why this can't exist. It's just kind of frustrating that this can't exist because of whatever bullshit reason they want to say. It's just kind of annoying.
Let's get this super chats and then
Ron Slusher said Nazi Simulator coming soon to Steam wishlist today.
Man,
is that real? I wouldn't be surprised.
It probably is.
It's probably real. Let's get these super chats first, and then I'll go check on Steam. 108 Dragons, thank you so much. Says, oh shit, Loke, LOL, facts. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Also, 108 Dragons, Lemon says it was black people playing the game, loved it. Dude, this game would go so hard, like so hard. The amount. Yo, legendary Yobi, it's been a minute. Welcome in the legendary Yobi himself. We've missed you. Says, wow, Ubisoft caved. That would have been dope ass entry for AC, man. Go ahead, Matt.
I would say not even just black, but dude, Ham, our buddy Mike. You telling me Mike wouldn't play the shit out of this game?
Oh no, this is historical. He loves anything history.
He loves that,
especially like Civil War type of stuff and stuff like that. He loves that kind of stuff.
Dude, it just seems like such an easy like
it's not a layup, it's an absolute. This is Shaquille O'Neal in the 90s pulling the rim to the floor dunk.
It's like when Vince Carter put his elbow in the rim.
His elbow in, and it was like, it's done. It's over.
It's like
Let's go home. Let's go home.
I just continue. Oak. You had a point to make. I apologize.
Yeah. But before I get to that, Legendary Yobi, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says hashtag peace, love, life. We
That's his hashtag.
appreciate one of the real OGs. We do appreciate our new followers, but we do always appreciate our original OGs. When this channel had like 4 or 5 people watching, Legendary Yobi has been with us since the very start. Thank you so much.
Yes, please hit that like button, y'all. Share.
Yeah, share. Thank you, Yobi. Thank you. To your point, Matt, when you're talking about American history and how it's important to America and whatever, I just want to add to that, and also to what Ham said about Americans like to depict stuff happening in other countries, but not so much. Not so much. What's okay.
No. Go ahead and read that.
Baticus Prime, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Says, "Welp, no need to defend them anymore. I don't waste time defending cowards."
Facts. Facts. As Lemon would say, facts.
Facts.
Real loud. You gotta say it. You gotta say it with your whole throat.
Oh, facts. Oh man, Ankh is always right. Anyways, so to my point on the whole American history and whatever, what I want to say to you, Matt, specifically is American history does not belong only to America, and I feel like
100%, man. Jesus Christ, you're so right. Continue though, because I got more to add.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, and I found this out recently with gaming news and gaming politics around that, because I've seen a lot of people, even mutuals, I'm not going to say who because I'm not trying to start shit, but I did disagree with them. I did speak with them offline. I've seen a lot of Americans be like, yo, if you're not American, don't be commenting on American stuff. And I was taken aback. I was like, what? Hold on. Wait a minute, something ain't right. When things when things are going awesome, right? Oh, it's America this, it's America that, and y'all are pushing it into everyone's face, and we must all take it in, digest it, make peace with it, and we must all make it accept America into our collective culture and consciousness. But when things are not going well, it's like, yo, you don't live here. Don't be commenting on what's happening here.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
And
what are we doing?
I used to feel that way, right? Like, I don't like people talking about it if they haven't been around it and yada, yada, yada. But, and I can be honest about that. I felt like that way. I felt that way like 3 or 4 years ago, if I'm being real. With you, right? Like, I didn't like to hear any kind of outside influence on like our social matters and whatnot. But then, after some years of watching the news and then just looking at history, really, like, especially when I watch like history, because I usually watch history stuff before I go to bed. I either watch that or like murder mystery kind of stuff, right? So, what I've realized is, man, like, the rest of the world ain't got no problem showing their history, even the horrible parts of it. Like, there's some parts, like, obviously, like, you can say like North Korea and certain places like Russia and stuff like that are really tightly secure about their history and stuff like that, or what they currently find okay and whatnot. But as a country like America that claims to be open, honest, we want to be the kind of idea for society, or we want to look. We want people to mimic us, essentially, right? In a lot of things that we do. If you want that, then you have to be comfortable talking about what you have done to strive to get to where you are right now. You look at a place like Germany; they literally had to scrub their streets. They had to scrub their streets, and like, what was crazy is they were mad about people getting in camps, but they ended up having to put the people that put them in camps themselves.
In camps. Yeah.
Right? Because it's just like, well, like, we got to fix what we have going on now.
Yeah.
Right? And like, it seems really weird that we're so sensitive to talk about that ourselves, because the less that we allow ourselves to let that be reality, the more it seems mythical to people, just kind of shooing it off as if it doesn't really matter when it actually does. So if we want like our future to take it serious, we have to present it seriously. And I know this is just a video game, but for us to be scared to talk about this, but be totally fine talking about people getting slaughtered in Japan and in Rome and all these other places where they also preach freedom, liberty, and a lot of, openness to their culture, to see how their history, because Japan has a horrible history. They are more than happy. They're not censoring it. They're not telling you can't talk about it. We've put it in games before. So why can't we do the same?
It's a fair question. And
Japan, we've never done anything wrong.
Mo, I love this. Do as we say, not as we do. Ham, the fact is, if anyone is watching us and disagrees with us and feels like it's not safe for them to come out and say that they disagree with us, right? Think about this, right? And you can Google it right now. Who has more military bases outside of their own country than the United States? Not embassies, because even embassies, the US is number one, but that can be used as just, diplomacy, everyone's just trying to be kumbaya. That's fine. I'm talking about fully fledged military bases.
No, like I have yet to accidentally drive by a Russian military base in America. I'm sorry, I've not done that yet.
No, and Ham's been around. Ham's been in at least
I've
4 or 5
drove
states.
from one side of America to the other. I've yet to run into. I've yet to run into one of those.
And another thing, and maybe we could put a cap on it if you guys don't have anything else to add. But another thing is, like for me personally, when I made this connection, I think it was around 2014, 2012. Everything culture-wise, culture, politics, policies is downhill from the US and the UK. Say what you want, but if you take what I just said and apply it and look at the history, especially recent history on this planet, that's literally how it's worked. A new banking policy is implemented in the US or the UK. Miraculously, it's now the law in South Africa, in Mozambique, in Zimbabwe, and the rest of the planet. The US, I think it was 2008, when Obama was in power, legalized gay marriage. Suddenly, randomly, everyone else is doing it. If you have more than 2 brain cells, you can start to see a pattern. The things start here and then they go everywhere else, which is one of the reasons why I'm worried about digital ID in the UK. As someone that knows where I live would be like, why is a Mozambican worried about digital ID in the UK? Motherfucker, credit cards did not originate in Mozambique. The credit card system did not originate in South Africa. It started somewhere. So some of us are trying to get the news first before it gets here. So to any Americans that are sitting there talking about, don't be talking about America if you don't live in America. Please take everything me, Ham, and Matt have said and be honest about yourself. Be honest about it to yourself. does it make sense to say that if you don't live there, you cannot speak on it? All right, for me, that's pretty much it. You guys have anything else to add on this?
I wouldn't say you can't speak on it, but I would say maybe you don't understand everything, which is still fair. I still think
Yes,
people
it's
should
fair.
be fine to have an opinion on something, regardless. I mean, what does it matter what their opinion is? Right? But
Not just what does it matter. Can you imagine if you can only speak about things in America, Ham? Can you imagine if I can only speak about things in Mozambique? Can you imagine? That doesn't sound like a great situation to be in.
it doesn't sound fun.
It doesn't sound fun at all. At all. Sorry for interrupting. Please finish. Ham?
I'm sorry.
I'm saying I'm sorry for interrupting. Please finish.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything else.
All right, Matt. Final thoughts on this specific subject. This latest of Ubisoft L's.
I say, God bless, and that's too bad.
I hope someone does it in the future.
Oh, so this game, I mean, again, somebody will. In fact, I'm sure a game like this already exists, for real. It's just disappointing that Ubisoft, whether you like Ubisoft or not, it's just disappointing that they felt they couldn't do it. Because the amount of money they have at their disposal, the amount of resources they have at their disposal, doing a game like this, they could really do it justice. And it's just disappointing that they decided they're afraid to do that.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. People from Texas can't talk about the rest of America. Get the fuck out of here, C4 Skills. Listen,
I mean,
if
lying.
anyone, if anyone can talk about the United States, it's Texans, because they're the most American.
Texas.
It's
is
the most
basically-
American
no,
people.
Texas is basically
No.
North Mexico.
The real Americans. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that, man. And you know what?
Texas is
Historically, that
basically
kind of
North-
fits. Historically,
North
it kind of
Mexico.
fits. But still, the real Americans are Texans. Everyone else is kind of
No.
living around America. That's the truth.
Real
That's the truth.
Americans were born and raised in West Virginia. And that is a fact, my good sir.
Sure. God forbid Ubisoft stands for something. Yeah. Matt, did you already give us your last take on
sure
this
did.
one? All right.
Sure did, bud.
The last subject for today is going to be about the latest American. Ham, do you mind removing this layer here with the Ubisoft scoop?
Yeah.
Latest American.
The latest American.
What was he, just born?
The latest billionaire American. Fine. Elon Musk says his XAI company will release a great, quote, great AI generated game by the end of 2026.
I'm sorry, I had to clear my throat.
By laughing. By
No,
laughing.
I just cleared my throat. That's all that was.
Yeah, that's pretty much all he said. We don't have to get into any context or any. Wait, there's a video? There's a video. Oh,
man.
no. We're about to watch the video.
Oh, is this like an actual video of the game,
Oh, no.
or is this like a mock-up
Okay,
of like
so this is not his video,
his game?
but he quote tweeted this specific video. The video said video games will be dynamically generated by Grok in the future. And Elon Musk's quote tweets read, "The XAI game studio will release a great AI generated game before the end of next year." I'm just gonna let this play. Matt, give us your thoughts on this.
Tell you what, I'm glad that's not his game because that looks like dog shit. Um,
Especially the
uh,
tank that just randomly appears and also it's on fire.
is also, hold on a second, I gotta see this. Also, it
Why
doesn't
is
look like it
why is
doesn't look.
a bullet ejecting from that spot?
From where?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
from just the top.
that's
It's just
weird.
shooting out. It's just shooting out of
It
random
should be
spots on the
ejecting
gun.
from the side.
It's.
Uh
Here's the thing. So my whole stance on AI, like I've kind of softened up to it because I've always been kind of staunchly against it. But like I think there are scenarios in which AI is totally appropriate to use, especially if it's like actually helping people get things done. I think fantastic. But and the case of Elon Musk saying, I'm going to build an entirely AI built game and it's going to be great and it's going to release in 2026 makes me want to roll my eyes to the back of my fucking head. Makes me actually my skin kind of crawl a little bit. Um, it's just, first of all, no, you're not. You might release a game in 2026 that's made entirely by AI, but it's not going to be great. Um, and if I'm proven wrong on that, then hey, shit, what do I know? But like, it's not. It's just not. Um, and second of all, he says stuff all the time. He's a fucking compulsive liar. I don't believe him when he says anything, honestly. So like, I'm glad that this isn't his game. I'll say that. Hopefully, his game looks better than that, because that's the bar right there. If you can get over that, then good on you, I guess. But
hmm
uh, I, I just don't care. I mean, and even if he does release a great AI game, I'm probably not gonna play it because there's a ton of shit coming out next year, dude. Like a ton of shit. And on the top of my
Um,
list is not an AI generated game. I'm gonna be real with you.
Elon Musk lovers, please step away, turn off, turn off the podcast for the next 2 minutes. You just got your warning. So, fellas, I watched a documentary by Upper Echelon Gaming a couple of months ago, and it's stuck in my mind. Every time I see an Elon Musk promise, that documentary pops up into my brain. I was a big Elon Musk fan. I still generally kind of like him, but I was like a zealot. Now, it's my expectations of him are brought way down. Whenever Elon Musk promises anything, I react the way Matt just reacted, which is this guy is an impulsive liar. He overreaches and he dreams very far, which is great for the human race. It's great.
Sure, sure.
But in the near to short term, do not place any bets on him producing anything he says he's going to produce. Because he did mention Starlink years before Starlink became a reality. But then he was like, well, Starlink's going to be up and running like in 6 months, and then in a year, and then 2 years. And it finally came, but it was like almost like 6 years later. Do you know what I mean? So I am sure they're working on making this game. But like Matt said, it's not coming out next year. It's probably not even coming out this gen, if we're being honest. So
Also, you're
in this,
setting.
oh, hold on, let me finish.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
this
Continue.
documentary, this upper echelon documentary, what happens is, what had happens is he details Elon Musk's promises for driving autonomous driving vehicles. Do you guys know he's been promising this since 2018 or 2019, somewhere around there? He's been promising this, saying it's coming out next year. It'll be done next year, I promise. And not just tweets, actual videos of Musk at conferences on stage with a microphone and cameras on him, and he's making all of these promises and guarantees. And it keeps rolling to the next year. And then there's video of him saying it again the next year, and again the next year, and again the next year. Today, autonomous vehicles exist, but they exist in a extremely, and I mean extremely limited capacity. It's not, oh, you can drive around in California. It's like, no, within the state of California, there's a city called Los Angeles. Within Los Angeles, there's a borough called, I don't know, Glove. Within that borough, it's like 5 blocks that you can use an autonomous vehicle. It's like, okay, so it's not there. The Tesla autonomous vehicle is not there. It's not even close to what has been promised for like 5-6 years now. And he's still promising it's going to be completely operational next year. And you know that's not going to happen. So I just wanted to briefly plate how unreliable Elon Musk saying something's going to be developed and complete soon. Ham, thoughts on XAI making their own video game?
Don't do it.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't think I'm not joining Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or any of these other fucking social media platforms that play their video games. Like, nope. And
Yeah.
there's just like I don't know. I mean, maybe those two things come together at some point. I could see that making sense, but no, not.
See more.
This is like if this is any sort of idea of what we're in for the video games for AI at all, like just any of this little clip that we're looking at, I don't want any of it because it looks like a mobile game, and like in a bad way.
Yeah, a terrible mobile game.
There are some of those mobile games that are fun that you see when you're scrolling through that you will maybe try or get into or whatever, but I just don't see, especially if they're trying to charge any money for this, like it better be a just free to play game.
Yeah.
It better be a free to play game, because if there's any if there's any pay to play feature for that, it's dead on arrival. It is absolutely dead on arrival. I would never pay for a first game from a social media company. That sounds nuts.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The amount of advertising you would see on it.
Advertising, just and I mean, they already said it's like AI generated, so I just feel like it'll have like a lack of care and just a ton of just like money hungry tactics in it, to where it's not even interesting. Like, I mean, they can't even get the bullet coming right out the side. I'm not expecting a story out of this. A comprehensive story? No.
Mo is asking, ain't Elon one of you people? Yeah, Big Mad Mo. Elon Musk is an African American.
Also from Texas.
He's an African American. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Big Mad Mo. He's an African American.
Just like Luke, he's an African American that currently resides in Texas.
That's not
also,
true.
Just like him.
Just like Luke. Also, he's just as dark as Luke, too. Which you might not notice on your first glance at him, but he definitely is. He's actually so dark that he's come back around to being very, very pale. That's how dark.
He got so dark, he got bright. Yes.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. I heard he knows that Mozambican salute.
I'm sure he does. It's his hometown, I think, right? Used to
Mo
be
Mo has
neighbors
a
with them.
God damn it. Mo has a question for the panel. Says, do y'all ever wish you weren't in the know for gaming and just clueless? I do miss being surprised. Matt, you go first. This is a very curious one. I like it. I like it.
It's not a bad question. Well, the thing is, I like making content. So in that sense, I guess I do like being in the know. But I get what he means when he says he misses just being surprised because dude, what I would do is I would go back to like 2017 through 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Uh Again, this would mean I'm not making content. But like outside of that, I go back to that time because I was in the know enough to be like I could have conversations with people about gaming and everything, but I wasn't in the know of like, hey, my mood is ruined because Xbox raised the price of Game Pass today. Um I was never like that. That would be something I find out at a later time. Or this thing with Assassin's Creed where it's like, hey, now I know that they canceled a game that was almost surely going to be a fucking slam dunk. That kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Um, but like, it'd be nice to be in the know, but just not kind of to the extent I am or think I am. I guess would be a good way to put it.
Ham?
Um, I'm happy to be to be more knowing them than I was prior. Um, I felt like when I was more clueless, I was just more or less like just disappointed for no reason. Now I'm disappointed with a reason.
There you go.
So it's just like,
So, would you want to go back to being clueless, or are you happy where you are right now?
no, I'm much happier where I am because I know better how to adjust properly to certain things. So, I mean, the more you know, the better you can take care of yourself in most situations, if not all.
Yeah.
I would agree. I would agree with you, Ham. I much prefer now to when I was clueless because there's also a lot of games I wasn't aware of. I missed out on lots of duds. Sorry, I ran into a lot of duds because I didn't know what I know today. And as far as being surprised is concerned, I was plenty surprised when I saw Ghost of Tsushima. E-Day, I'm plenty surprised, and definitely interested. Football Manager, well, it's nothing new there. It's the same game, but yeah. Point is, I still get surprised, and I still get like those pangs of anticipation every time I buy a game, install the game, and then it pops up for the first time on the screen. I still am super excited and giddy about it. Yeah, knowing a lot of information does not take away from the excitement and the surprise for me personally. So I'm with Ham on this one. I'm with Ham. You don't get to be clueless. The media is going to leak everything and force their opinion and politics on you. They will give you reasons to hate a game or company with you ever having without having to use. Okay, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, but if you're clueless, you wouldn't be plugged into the media, gaming media. Unless it was like a game or something like GTA where it actually becomes a part of pop culture. But like outside of that, you wouldn't be like if I don't know, pick a game. If the next I don't know. I don't know if they did like Far Cry 7 and it was bad, the game, like, you wouldn't see that in the media if you weren't a part of this. You would just maybe hear a coworker say, I played it and it wasn't that great or something, and you move on.
Yeah, if I wasn't in the know, I wouldn't have known about things like Concord or
Yep.
Oh my God.
Redfall being a big
Ron
deal.
Slasher says Mind's Eye gave me a surprise. Exactly. Ron
Mind's
Slasher.
Eye, another one.
Surprise,
I
right?
would've been like, man,
Surprise.
I would have been like, man, this game looks like jank or whatnot, but like me, Clueless wouldn't have probably got the return. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like
Yeah.
I returned that game immediately after I seen it. And I was like, ugh. But if I wasn't in the know, maybe there's a possibility I would have like kept it, played it for a while if it was rough, and then maybe waited for an update or something. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's much more resourceful to know than to not know.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Leaks. Okay, what about leaks? What about leaks? Mo's asking about leaks.
That's the part. That's the one thing. Like, that's kind of what I mean.
With or without, to be honest. I could do with them. But like, then I gotta ask what type of leaks. Right? Because the Wolverine leak to me was pretty interesting. But like somebody saying, hey, this is the end of the game is not cool to me.
Yeah.
Because then you're
not
like
cool.
spoiling why I'm playing it. Compared to the Wolverine stuff and whatnot, which was bad for, I mean, by no means was it good for what is it called? For Insomniac. But it was interesting in the sense of we've never really got to see that game at all. And I just get to see like a slice of what it looks like right now, even though I know that's not what it looks like at the end product. It was just interesting. There's a difference between interesting and ruining. And I felt like what I had with some of the Hogwarts things when that game came out, like people were literally trying to ruin the game. Like, hey, this happens to this person. And you're just like, well, thanks.
You know what? Thanks for bringing that up, Ham. The Hogwarts Legacy controversy thing, it kind of reaffirmed that the people I follow on Twitter are pretty awesome people, because I only look at the stuff that I follow, right, and the people that I follow, and there was nothing. People were just sort of sharing gameplay and the excitement, etc., etc. There was nothing about the leaks. I didn't have to mute Hogwarts Legacy or anything. I just didn't see any leaks.
Well, the way I got that spoiled for me, which at this point I don't even really remember what the spoiler is, but I can probably take a guess. But the way I got that spoiled for me was like I posted a clip, and then somebody posted like the Bart, you remember like the Bart Simpson meme where he's like pointing at the board, right? And on the board they're like, this happens to this character and this was part of the story. It's like, I'm like, oh well, thanks. You didn't even have the decency to do it in like a text so I could like mute the word Hogwarts Legacy. You just did it as a photo so I would see the photo, and then it's spoiled. So
yeah, that The Last of Us spoiler was pretty fucked up too.
thankfully I avoided that.
I guess
no matter how you feel about the game, to spoil it like that is still messed up.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I also kind of guessed it.
I didn't guess it. I did not
sure
guess
did.
it. Yeah, I did not guess it. In fact, boys, I didn't believe it. I was like, no, they're capping. I was like, they're capping. This is fake. This is not real. I couldn't, like, my brain was like, bullshit. They're not going to do it. This is just people that use CGI graphics, and they did some stuff, move stuff around. And then turns out it was real. Turns out it was real. Yeah, man, I'm not trying to go back to that, Mo. Mo says I used to find out about games once a year in June and through Game Informer. Mo, I'm not trying to go back to that. I'm not trying to go back to that. Nope. Nope. Thanks, but no thanks. Fellas, this brings us to the end of the show. Matt, do you want to plug anything before we head on out of here?
YouTube videos every week over there, and then you can find me here Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern for this show with these folks, and then Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern for a different show with these folks. So look forward to that.
All right, good stuff. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. Thank you for watching, liking. Make sure you subscribe, smash the like button if you haven't. We really do appreciate your guys' continued support. We do this every single Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm Loke7, and I'll see you tomorrow for Everything Plus Gaming. Mr. Ham Solo, please, 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 sir, get us out of here.
Yeah, of course. As usual, thanks everybody for showing up. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Share it out. Subscribe if you are new to watching the program. But we'll be back for another episode of the Lowdown next Wednesday. But make sure you check out Loke tomorrow, and then us, including Cozy and maybe Mental 9R on Saturday. I'll talk to y'all later. This is your boy Ham Solo signing out. Keep it gaming, keep it moving. Peace.
They said we said